हेलो।
हेलो। आर यू एबल टू हेयर मी?
अब आ रही है आपकी क्लियरली आवाज। एक मिनट
हाँ,
टाइप कर रही हूँ फेसबुक।
बिकॉज पहले बिल्कुल नहीं आ रही थी।
और ये तो कितना सही है। गर्ल बॉस।
We'll wait for the guests to come in.
हेलो।
Hello.
हाँ जी, अब तो नहीं आ रही है ना आपको?
Now I'm getting a clear voice. I'm not getting a double voice.
Again, she is getting a double voice.
Let's wait for others to join in. There is still 6 minutes. Good afternoon to everyone. Did you get a call from Aima ma'am, Fareen ma'am? Hello.
वहां से म्यूट कीजिए।
A very good afternoon, Dr. Pramod Mahajan, sir. A very good afternoon to you. Sir, am I audible, sir?
Yeah, very much. Good
Very
afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Warm welcome. Today it's nice weather in Delhi. How's it in Sharjah?
Yeah. It's fine in Sharjah also.
Yeah, it's nice and it's not sunny at all. It's very nice
Yeah.
cloudy weather.
Mm-hmm.
I think others are also joining in, and we're just waiting for sir to join in.
Yes.
Yeah. Alok sir has to join in. A very good afternoon, Rania ma'am. Warm welcome to you. At least this platform gives us a chance to see each other.
Yes.
So nice to see you again, ma'am. It's a pleasure always, as always.
You will see me in person also because I'm coming to India.
Oh, great, ma'am. That's great news.
At the end of August.
Oh, great. That's
Yes.
great news, ma'am. That's great news. We're just waiting for others to join in.
Mhm.
Very warm welcome, Dr. Sudha. A very warm welcome to you. Just waiting for our chief guest to arrive. Dr. Alok. Very good afternoon, Neeraj Mohan, sir. A warm welcome.
To you, ma'am.
A very warm welcome. I hope, how's weather there in Pathankot?
It's moderate, ma'am.
It's moderate.
Pleasant.
Yeah. My Nani belongs to that place, sir.
Oh, I see. Great.
Yeah. My
Where are you
Mamaji.
basically, ma'am, nowadays?
Sir, my husband, we just posted to Delhi, New Noida.
Oh,
So I'm
I see.
here now.
Great.
So my Nana side and all are staying there in Pathankot, Municipal Colony.
Wonderful. Then they must be knowing about modern Sandeepni school.
Yes, sir, they have studied from that school, their children.
Oh, I see. Who?
So it's a small world. It feels nice. We just another 1 or 2 minutes, just waiting for our chief guest, and then we'll start our function.
Sure, ma'am. Sure.
So I think sir is just arriving. We have another guest from one of our neighboring countries. A very warm welcome to you. Could we just have you, sir, on? Could we just have a look? Can you switch on your video, sir? Or ma'am? A very warm welcome, Dr. Ishtiaq sir. A very warm welcome to you. Others are also joining in. Mr. Hari Prasad Salem, warm welcome to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
We are just waiting for our chief guest to arrive in. He's in the government department, so maybe commitments lie everywhere. Rania ma'am, I really wish I could visit your country once. You live in a beautiful
Yeah,
country.
we have wonderful islands, very beautiful
is,
islands.
it is,
So you
it
should
is.
come in the summer.
Yes, sir. And Dr. Pramod, I would love to see your school one day. I really hope to do that one day.
Sure, sure. Most welcome.
Sir, Neeraj Mohan sir's school I've seen.
Pramod sir, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
And a very good evening to other members on board.
Hello, Dr. Pramod.
Hi, ma'am. How are you?
Hi. Coming to India very soon.
Yeah, India. Great, great.
Yeah.
Sir, we're just waiting for our chief guest, so I'll just give you a small brief introduction about these awards. These awards, any award for that matter, is a sense of pride. But for the Asian Education Summit and Asia Star Rating Award to 2023 under the aegis of Education World, it aims to honor those students, teachers, principals, schools, institutions, and educationists from across the world who put in their heart and soul to make a difference in the field of education. I think our chief guest has joined in. A very warm welcome to you, sir. Alok, sir, Dr. Alok. A very warm welcome to you and a namaskar to all the people present today. Before we, before we start introducing our chief guest for today, as I was saying, I was just introducing what the Asian Star Rating Award actually stands for. It is committed to education in its fullest sense. The fact lies that this heralds in, and this award brings in a lot of, it honors not only educationists, but it also honors the fact that every educationist today plays a very important role in the making of a child's future. Every day you teach, you're bringing in new hopes into people. And any award, and especially when Educational World has been starting this award, and it wants to honor all those people who have given their heart and soul into teaching. And what Educational World believes in is that every person is important to this society, and especially teachers. And on this note, I would like to start with give an auspicious start to the program with the lighting of the lamp.
श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करप्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा। शुक्लां ब्रह्मविचारसारपरमा आद्यां जगद्व्यापिनीं वीणापुस्तकधारिणीं ईश्वरीं भगवतीं बुद्धिप्रदां शारदाम्
On this note, I would give a namaskar to you all again. The theme for today's program is the virtual path learning 3.0 empowering education, and it also dwells on the adaptability of education systems and the ability to evolve ultimately depends on enabling teachers to transform what and how students learn. And now we start and address. I would like to first introduce to all of you. We'd like to introduce to you our chief guest for today, Dr. Alok Kumar Gupta, Regional Director, NIOS, Ministry of Education, Government of India, Regional Center, Prayagraj, Uttar Pradesh. Dr. Alok Kumar Gupta joined NIOS as an academic officer at headquarters and presently holding the charge of Uttar Pradesh as a regional director. He did excellent service towards the education through open and distant learning and caters the need of marginalized and unprivileged group in entire UP, Kerala, Lakshadweep, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana as regional director. He's also worked as assistant director in capacity building for training and orientation of NIOS officers, officials, and stakeholders. He'd achieved his Bachelor's of Science and Master's of Science and Doctor of Philosophy in the field of ultrasonics and material science, nanoscience from University of Allahabad, one of the premier universities of India. And before joining NIOS, Dr. Gupta served as assistant professor of physics in CSJM University, Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh, and Modi University of Science and Technology, Lakshmangarh, Sikar, Rajasthan. He supervised 15 major Master of Philosophy students for their thesis and 35 Bachelor of Science students for their projects. His area of interest are acoustic and ultrasonic study of solid and liquid materials. And he's always inclined towards print and as well as electronic medium. He is Executive Council member of ASI, USI, and IAPAT of New Delhi. He's also a life member of various national bodies, a recipient of the Young Scientist Award by the Acoustic Society of America, USA, Bharat Jyoti Award by IISF, New Delhi, Special Award by Cabinet Minister, Government of India. Dr. Gupta is a lesson editor, resource person, and presenter of physics, science and technology, and mathematics subjects in NIOS curriculum. He also believes in totality of education. He has a vast experience of teaching, research of formal and distance education. He is a well-known figure in the field of research for science and technology. He has chaired many functions and delivered many educational and talks, given many talks. He's a reviewer of Journal of Pure and Applied Ultrasonics India. Dr. Gupta is popular for his simplicity and practical approach to vital issues of academics and administration. A very warm welcome to you, Alok sir, and maybe please hear your words and enlighten us all.
Thank you, madam. Thank you so much. It's really a privilege for me to gather with you, and I really thank to CEO Ms. Farheen Ansari ji, and today the program organizer Dr. Shaili, other distinguished guests like Raina, Neeraj Mohan Puri are looking also. Dr. Pramod Mahajan is there. So really, it is a great pleasure for me to assemble with you with this great event ASRA 2013. As I came to know that this event is especially designed for the teachers, students, those who are working excellent in their areas. Really, this time is pay our respect to teachers, because you all know that new education policy 2020 has adopted by the government of India. And in that education policy, it is required to deep sense with respect our teachers, what we are lacking behind nowadays. If you see that, there is a, just as you can say, a customer and something like a relation between teacher and student, but it's not like that. If you remember our Gurukul Parampara, then teacher is a very high position, because he is a nation builder as well as your career builder. We are again thinking, we are again dreaming that India will become a Vishwa Guru. Why it will become Vishwaguru? Because everybody knows that India having the potential, the capacity, nowadays having the maximum number of youth across the globe. In this time, India has the maximum number of youth, and this youth become the future of coming India. And this also mentioned in our national education policy. If you remember our ancient era, if you remember our Gurukul Parampara, our ancient history of India, then we know that there are so many scientists in every field, either in medicine, either in engineering, either in Lalit Kala, either in Satranj, either in building making, either in ultrasound, whatever you can imagine, every field we have a sufficient number of scientists, either Aryabhat, Varamir, Susrut, Chanakya, the great philosopher, and so many other scientists also there. We having the good quality of institutions like Takshila, Nalanda, and other so many institutions. And they are doing across a globe, a world level class research also. They also produce so many good students, and they having a good relation between student and teacher. That we have our ancient history. We are again reviving. If you remember, then we are passing through the Amrit Kal, Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav we are celebrating. So we are thinking again we will become the Vishwaguru, and the Vishwaguru become only in the name of education, because everybody knows that in a Sanskrit very famous sloka is there, Vidya Dhanam Sarva Dhanam Pradhanam. In every wealth, the education is the primary and foremost wealth. So Vidya Dhanam Sarva Dhanam Pradhanam. And if you remember, then everybody knows that he wants to become moksha. He wants to gain the moksha. Why become moksha? Vidya Shaya Vidya Bhumukte. Only through the knowledge, only through the education, we can empower ourselves. If we empower ourselves, then definitely we will empower our family, and then society, and then nation. So everything we can achieve by the education. So education is only due to our gurus, our teachers. So we have to pay maximum respect to them. And similarly, the teacher also knows, the teacher also recognize among their students who have which type of quality. You don't mug up with only the every student will in similar way, in the similar path of success. No, someone has having the quality of education, someone a good philosopher, someone may be good mathematician, someone good skill of medicine, someone good skill of engineering, someone wants to become a good leader, someone wants to become a good orator. So we have to recognize, and accordingly we have to teach them. So this is the requirement. And now there is no only the academic education is sufficient. We have to also empower it our skill, because the national school policy is saying that everybody should know the skill education also, because we have to become self-reliance. There are no maximum number of jobs across the globe. Every country cannot claim that every educated person can get a job. So we have to become not a job seeker, but job employer. We have to become job employer. Self-reliance, self-independent. And only it can be possible with the education as well as school education. So we should also vocationalize the entire globe, because everybody have inbuilt some properties. Someone maybe have by birth have a good singer. By birth, someone a good engineering attitude. Someone a good painter attitude, like that. So that is their skill. We have to recognize them, and we have to encourage in that field also. Everybody cannot become a scientist, everybody cannot become a teacher, everybody cannot become what they want. So we have to recognize them. And this is the role of our teachers. That's why a teacher is a nation builder as well as a career builder. And our duty as a student, we have to pay respect them. So I came to know that this platform is going to today especially mesmerize their role and the responsibility of the teachers as well as students, what they have achieved in their past and what are their dreaming to achieve their goal in future. So this is really SRA is providing a very versatile platform. Every week can show their talent, every can get something in the name of award or something like that. So I'm really very much happy to know that this ASRA is going to organize such a great event. And everybody knows that we have so much responsibility due to only introducing of NEP, National Education Quality 20, especially in India. We have to use maximum use of technology because in the past 2-3 years, we are seeing that we are facing a pandemic like COVID-19. So in that scenario, we have to use maximum use of technology. Only due to technology across the globe, we are sitting in different places, and we are now at a single platform. So this is the miracle of technology also. So we have to encourage maximum use of technology. So this all thing is inculcating in NAP 2020. And if you remember, then we are also introducing bagless day, because everybody only going to school and learning what they're in the books only. So we have to, apart from the books also, we have to search their skill. Everybody or every local village, local area, local state having their some art and culture. Someone may be a good poetry, someone village having a good satranj, someone having a good art and craft, Lalit Kala, singing. So we have to recognize and we have to engage them also. So only not engage in academic knowledge, as well as we have to engage them in skill also. So I will not take too much time, because your program is very bound manner, and all are waiting what they have dreaming to get today in this program. So wish you all the best. And only I will say in the poem, है वही सूरमा इस जग में, है वही सूरमा इस जग में जो अपनी राह बनाता है, कोई चलता पद चिन्हों पर, कोई पद चिन्ह बनाता है. So I hope this platform will create a footprint, and they will create a good human being, not a human being, but a happy person, because nowadays happiness is something we are missing. So only due to this education, we have to become a good human being with a happy person. Thank you, all the best, and good wishes for this great event.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, how beautifully you have put in so many facts. एक तरफ आपने बताया है कि गुरु को कितना मान देना है, एक तरफ गुरुकुल शिक्षा, एक तरफ you've also talked about modern technology and how we are using this, and we cannot do without technology today. And you have and also told us about the NEP program. कितनी अच्छी बात कही आपने कि today a child may not be judged just on education, but a child may be a beautiful singer, a beautiful person who goes into business, a person who knows other things in society. That is what NEP aims at, to have a holistic development. And you have put in these points in such a beautiful, comprehensive manner, sir. It was a pleasure listening to you. And आपने जो आखिर में poem कही, उसके ऊपर कहा जाता है ना कि खुदी को कर बुलंद इतना कि खुदा बंदे से पूछे बोल तेरी रजा क्या है. And we also honor you from Educatio World for being the chief guest for today's function. This is to express our humble appreciation and gratitude for your invaluable insight towards education and for being the chief guest for this program. And sir, we'll be really honored if you, and this is an award from Educatio World. Sir, we'd be honored if you could wait and give the awards to the teachers also. Sir, we'd be really happy if you could do so.
Sure. Thank you so much. I will be there.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. To continue with the program, we also today we were to have Dr. Sandeep Marwa as our guest, but due to some circumstance, due to some important work, he is not with us today to give us his insight. He's been a beautiful speaker, and one thing he's always given us is a complete knowledge about what education is all about. And he comes from wide media. He's a media personality. He's trained 19,000 students. He's also the founder of the Noida Film City. And today, as you all know, films are an integral part of society. And the visual medium offers a chance to learn in a better way. And he's got awards galore. So we would like to just present the certificate to him. And we appreciate for whatever he does towards education. A great thank you to sir, even if he's not there. Thank you so much, sir. And now we continue with the next part of our program. And before ma'am addresses us, today the special guest of honor, Ms. Rania Lampau, STEM instructor in Ministry of Education, Greece. She is one of the very prolific speakers I've heard, and I've had the pleasure of listening to her before too. She's a global educator, a STEM instructor, an ICT teacher trainer, a neuroeducation researcher, an international keynote speaker, an author of scientific book for kids and global peace. She has a postgraduate degree in language teaching related to cognitive neurosciences, and she's also a passionate researcher on cognitive neurosciences. She's a STEM instructor at Greek Astronomy and Space Company. She's been awarded with many national, international awards. She is a Global Teacher Award. She won the Global Teachers Award in 2021, the Global Teacher Prize finalist in 2019, the Divarke Foundation, the Global Icon, the Passion Vista, featured in the Passion Vista magazine, amongst the 10 top women entrepreneurs in Fortune, and among the 100 most successful women in business. She's a social activist, a global peace ambassador, a senior advisor of United Nations, Peacekeepers Federal Council, and an ambassador of Ecumenical Delphic Union. She's also a member of the Educational Committee of the Ecumenical Delphic Union in collaboration with Harvard University, and international ambassador and education of Greece Academy of Volunteerism, Help Hellas. She's a global member of Chartered Institute of Leadership, Education and Development, an international executive member of Global Edu Leaders Forum. She's also been the international advisor of the South Asian Institute of Advanced Research and Development, Center for Peace and Advocacy and Sustainable Development. She's an editorial board member of many journals and has presented research in various numerous conferences. A very warm welcome to you, Rania ma'am. We would love to hear you now.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sally. Warm greetings from Greece. It's an immense pleasure for me to participate in this wonderful event as the Education Summit and Award Ceremony. Many congratulations to all awardees today. And I would like to congratulate Educatio and India, and of course, warmly thank Dr. Farheen Khan for her kind invitation. My topic today will be transforming education through mobile learning because smart devices and mobile phones have completely taken over our lives from communication, entertainment to the way we learn. Mobile learning in education is actually transforming learning for digital natives. The smartphone offers new opportunities and provides new learning approaches to foster the development of 21st century skills, because smartphones provide actually a portable platform that constitutes a powerful learning aid. Studies show that approximately 86% of college students today own a smart device, and almost half of them use their mobile devices for daily college work. So these statistics justify the onset of a very interesting trend, what we call M-learning in education, which is gaining a rapid popularity in the education sector. However, mobile learning is not just a trend or a common practice among students to search for something online. Mobile learning is a fundamentally different approach in which the word mobile refers not only to devices, but to learners themselves, because people have become increasingly mobile over the past decades, and this affects the way they need to acquire and practice knowledge. They are not restricted to certain locations or specific schedules anymore. Now they can learn in a more diverse, agile, and faster format. And mobile learning offers, of course, great opportunities to enhance the education of young learners by blending with traditional methods. This blended learning approach can be extremely effective when the role of the smartphone in the learning journey is properly understood and implemented. Learning with a smartphone has been proved to be highly effective, for instance, for vocabulary practice, or for brainstorming, for self-reflection, for feedback on performance, and more recently on augmented and virtual reality. M-learning became popular, since learning and development professionals understood that they must adopt and implement a plan for a learning-centric approach by offering learners freedom and accessibility. So what we call personalized or individualized learning. This approach, which actually provides learning which is customized to each individual's learner's strengths, needs, skills, and interests. And this is achieved through learners' unique learning paths that respond or adapt based on their progress, on their motivations and goals. And this way, students can have the opportunity to take control of their education and develop a sense of what we call ownership. And at the same time, these students are highly engaged because mobile devices and digital tools, including interactive and multimedia content, such as animations, simulations, and videos, which can enhance the learning experience and improve engagement. Let's not forget also gamification elements, such as rewards or achievements that can be included in courses to motivate students to progress through and complete a training. This works best with this mobile learning approach, not only in schools, but also in companies, because trainees feel like simply playing smartphone games instead of doing another work tasks. So students or trainees are more willing to participate in learning when education content is delivered in an interactive, dynamic way, through quizzes, through polls, through surveys, through videos. And of course, smartphone greatly assists and supports this type of delivery. So learning here is available literally at the fingertips of the students. Mobile learning makes learning accessible and flexible. This is the biggest, I think, advantage of mobile learning. It offers learning anytime, anywhere. Learners can access lessons, modules, activities, and courses anytime. And availability also, it's important because they can access materials exactly when they need them. Usability, another advantage, because M-learning is practical and task-oriented. It is perfect for step-by-step tutorials, for concise guides and mini exercises, everything that helps put new skills into practice. And let's not forget that another important benefit, it's about a multi-device support, because unlike other learning methods, a mobile learning environment supports availability of the same course on various devices, including computers or smartphones, or laptops, tablets. It has a convenient size, so bite-sized courses, exercises are task-based and fit into daily schedules easily. This, of course, leads to better completion rates, so high retention of the content and extremely impactful mobile learning user experience. Learners enjoy having learning resources and they are feel more engaged. Another important thing I forgot to say, it's about collaboration, because mobile learning and education makes it easier for learners to collaborate towards building online learning communities. So we talk about social touch, because learners can reach out to their peers or instructors. They find and need support when they need. They can leave comments, they can participate in discussion forums, they can stay connected as a community. And this is, in fact, one, I think, of the biggest advantages of mobile learning. This makes a smartphone an exceptional social tool. It can enhance collaboration between students, teachers, parents. Parents also use their mobile phones, and the wider school community. So social interaction is enhanced and keeps the school community connected. When mobile learning is regulated, integrated correctly in the education process, mobile apps have a potential to enhance the learning experiences in a very efficient way. It's cost-effective. It has a low cost because all students have mobile phone, so don't have to invest in more educational technologies. It's more engaging, it's more accessible, it's time efficient, it encourages continuous learning also. However, you know that despite this huge potential of mobile learning, all evidence show that schools and education systems are not ready to leverage this full potential of mobile learning. Of course, there are many challenges which would justify this fear. First of all, the lack of tailored learning approaches. Adapting to the individual needs and preferences of each learner is a goal that it's impractical in many traditional environments. Another important thing is that mobile learning can lead the students to open to distraction or a lack of personalization. And of course, we all know about the technology discrepancies, because devices can differ in storage and processing capacities, or we talk about some regions there will be poor wireless connections. all these make difficult to implement mobile learning in classroom. And let's not forget the most important challenge is that educators are often less qualified or under-trained. They fail to contribute meaningfully due to lack of effective teaching strategies and lesson plans. We have a wide variety of apps that we can use for research and note-taking, such as Evernote, like I mentioned. We can search about this, or for mind mapping, we have Simple Mind, we have for competitive learning, Quiz Up, for improving cognitive abilities, Elevate. And the most important, I think, it's for programming. There are very, very powerful apps for learning code, especially for beginners. Grasshopper is one of these. It's a complete coding app for beginners. Or Encode is, helps you to code with self-paced tutorial app. Enki is another important app for data science skills also. Data Campus, very popular. We want to learn more about data science. And Programming Hub, which helps you also to learn many different languages. So many possibilities. For concluding, to say that, of course, the purpose of mobile learning is to increase support and diversification of the learning process. It's complementary to the traditional methods. Because we provide learners with instant access to small and independent chunks of information. It's not a deep, in-depth knowledge like it happens in learning, but it's something that it's engaging. And of course, mobile learning, is it a smaller portable version of e-learning? It's a completely different learning medium that affects what the training content will be. So thank you very much for your attention, invitations, and congratulations to all awardees today.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. What a beautiful combination of words you have used. You talked about how beautiful today we can't live without technology, and how the virtual platform offers us so much to learn. And on the other hand, you also talked about challenges. We really need to understand as educators that challenges through the virtual medium are many, because when you're enacting with your students on one-to-one basis, you know exactly what are the problems the child has. Whereas when you're teaching on the virtual platform, you can access it from anywhere. You can have lots of content, but there's still a challenge to learn the ability of each and every learner. Thank you so much, ma'am, for pointing that out. It was so beautifully said.
Sorry for interrupting you. Recently, I have started to learn a new programming language.
Great, ma'am.
It's very, very efficient for me too. I have a personal experience. It's
Yes,
very engaging for me. So for
yes,
programming, I think it's an excellent way to motivate our students when we talk about programming and coding.
True, ma'am. True, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
And ma'am, they say that there is no age for learning, and you proved that. Thank you so much, ma'am. And we would like to now honor you from Educative World for your contribution. Thank you so much, ma'am. And we express a humble appreciation and gratitude for your invaluable contribution. And here is a token of gratitude from Educative World, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
See you
And
soon.
now, yes, ma'am. Okay. We now continue with the next part of our program, which is an address by our special guest, Dr. Pramod Mahajan, Director Principal, Sharjah Indian School, Sharjah, UAE, a person who has won, as I always say, the best PowerPoint presentations, and I look forward to that. He's a BA in Creativity and MBA in Training and Development, honorary PhD in Metaphysics, Principal and Head of Institute. He has been the Principal and Head of Institution of Samasi International School, Hyderabad, also Lodha World School, Mumbai, and today he's in Sharjah, a core member of Community Volunteers Team, Education Wing Office of Council General of CGI India, Dubai and UAE, core working member of Education Wing of Office of Ambassador, the Embassy of India, one of the Board of Directors of Principals of Council of Sharjah Private Education Authority, Government of Sharjah, core member and former secretary of the Principals Executive Council of Sharjah Private Education Authority, Government of Sharjah. He has won many awards at the national level. First prize winner, Inter Science Talents Discovery Fair, awarded by Director, Nehru Science Center, Mumbai. awarded by Edumatics New Delhi for the project of learning through computers, received National Education Award for Educational Excellence in 2012 in Mumbai. At the international level, participated in Global Leaders Conference conducted by the University of Queensland, Australia, on futuristic leadership, completed the leadership program about futuristic leadership from IIM Ahmedabad in 2012, awarded by NASA, the USA, for scientific educational excursion, International School Award by British Council, awarded with Education Excellence Award for Excellence in Professional Development by Indywood Government of Telangana, awarded with the citation of Fabulous Global Education Leader, awarded by the Education Entrepreneur of the Year at House of Commons in British Parliament in the presence of Global Life Coach Sri Gopal, Guru Gopal Das, and Ms. Seema Malhotra, Member of Parliament at Feltham, Heston, UK. And the list goes on. Every award he deserved shows how capable and how beautiful and what a valuable contribution he has made towards education. And it is always a pleasure listening to you, Dr. Pramod. A very warm welcome to you. Namaskar, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Shelley. And good evening.
Thank you,
Assalamu
sir.
alaikum. Namaste. Namaskaram. I would like to start with 2-3 lines, which is very close to my heart, and that is today's idea about कि सोच को बदलो सितारे बदल जाएंगे, सोच को बदलो सितारे बदल जाएंगे, नजर को बदलो नजारे बदल जाएंगे, कश्तियां बदलने से कुछ नहीं होगा दोस्तों, रुख को बदलो किनारे बदल जाएंगे, रुख को बदलो किनारे बदल जाएंगे. The most respected chief guest of today's evening, Dr. Alok Kumar Gupta ji, Rania ma'am, Farheen ma'am, Dr. Shelley, and Neeraj Mohanpuri sir, I can say, and ladies and gentlemen, as the chief guest has already addressed that yes, India will be the Vishwa Guru, and Rania ma'am has described so many other aspects of learning and mobile learning and technology and all. And certainly, this is the era of a global trend. And today, instead of speaking too much, I will share some global trends which are the hot trends rather than to say that to make the teacher future fit, to make the schooling future fit, as they are saying that it's the era of transformation, transforming the schools from teaching based to learning centered, from teaching centered to learning centered. Days were gone when we used to say teacher centered to student centered. Now it is teaching centered to learning centered. Whatever we are teaching, how it is getting converted into learning. So let us discuss some global trends, which are actually the real congratulations to all the winners of today's evening. So let me share my screen and then we will discuss about those global trends, how the curriculum, how the learning aspects create the futuristic leader, the future leaders. So let me share my screen and then we will discuss the same thing. When I say the future fit aspect of the education, we have to think about those aspects which are making the learning effective. So there is, and to make the learning effective, we have to deal with a lot of aspects. Which are those aspects? Let us think about those aspects first, which will transform the students of future student. Thinking about those curricular aspects. Give me 1 minute's time. Yes. Is the screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Is the screen visible?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, sir,
sir.
the screen is visible, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So let us think about those global aspects. Some quotes by the Vishwaguru, the teacher of the world. Two teachers are those who help us to think about ourselves, who help us to think about how to go ahead. Tolerance is the homage which the finite mind pays to the inexhaustible, to the infinite. Another Vishwaguru used to say, education is the manifestation of the perfection already in man, already within ourselves. To take it out, that is a challenge. Mahatma Gandhi used to say, if we want to reach or if we want to teach the real peace in this world, we should start educating the children. So educator has a wide role to create the world peace also. Another Vishwaguru and the missile man and the mentor of every teacher of the world, APJ Abdul Kalam, used to say, teaching is a very noble profession that shapes the character, caliber, and true future of individual. If the people remember me as a good teacher, that will be the biggest honor for me. The only personality available in the world after completing the tenure of President of India, he become again a teacher. So that's a tribute and that's a honor of the teachers from APJ Abdul Kalam sir. The modern guru, technology is just a tool. Who has given the technology to the world? He used to say technology is just a tool in terms of getting the kids working together and motivating them. The teacher is the most important concern. Engaging student for attainment, engaging student for progress is important. And that is possible with the technology, but not possible without the teacher. Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore used to say, don't limit a child to your own learning, for he was born in another time. So we have to update ourselves as the learning happens naturally and minimum intervention in the process of teaching learning brings the maximum learning outcome. Professor Sugata Mitra. So what are those global trends? What are those responsibilities of a true teacher? Creating ambitious and capable, ethical and informed, creative and enterprising, healthy and confident, creative and enterprising, ambitious and capable learners, ethical and well-informed citizens, creative and enterprising contributors, healthy and confident individuals. And that is possible by the school mission, by the curriculum design and the culture of learning. At a school level, how it is possible and what characteristics should a teacher develop within the student is nothing but making them confident, making them ambitious, making them creative, and making them ethical and healthy one. And lastly, the enterprising one. Whatever be the area they are going, they should enterprise that sector. For that purpose, what is required? Think deep. Are you a scaffolder? Are you a scaffolder? Are you scaffolding your students? Or you are teaching them, mentoring them, or you are felicitating them? Days were gone when the teacher was sage on a stage. Days were gone when the teacher was guide on a side. Now a teacher is a scaffolder. Think within. Are we ourselves as a teacher transforming? And think around. Are we becoming more human every day? Because ultimately, a human being, a good human being is the final ultimate aim of the education. Are we driving the change? Or we are getting driven by the change? That's a big question mark. Whether it is a student, whether it is a schooling, whether it is a teacher, whether it's an edu leader, everyone has to think beyond. And that is nothing but, are we driving the change? Are we getting driven by the change? In that journey of driving the change, subject books, content, material, curriculum, all are secondary. What is important is how you are making your learning visible. What is important is how you are converting your classroom in a thinking classroom. What is important is how we are shifting, transforming your classroom from teaching center to learning center. Purpose driven, not the subject focus. Not the silos focused, but the competency based learning outcome focused. One holistic curriculum with disciplinary lenses, provider of essential knowledge and skills, fulfiller of purposes of the learning. Whatever be the purpose of the learning has to be fulfilled. And how it can be done? There are global issues, there are global problems. So as a learner, as a teacher, as an educator, we have to engage the learner to resolve the global issues, global problems. Then only they will be futuristic, then only they will be called leaders of tomorrow. Future fit elements should be developed. What we have to develop? Competency-based learning aspects. What we have to do instead of subject, content, and skills. How to do that thing? By pedagogies, by resources, and yes, assessment, that sort of assessment which challenge the students, engage the students, and ensure the attainment and progress within them. And that is possible when you are going to a step ahead, a next step. What I mean to say, when we have to create the futures of tomorrow, a child who is more human, a child who is understanding the global issues, how he should behave and how he should apply. What is that which is taught in the curriculum and in real life the student is applying? What I dream about a student, please focus on this small video. There is a problem. A tree is broken. All people are trying their level best. Thought process, creativity, innovation. Is the sound all right? Anyone can tell me please?
Sound is fine, sir.
Yeah, senior citizens are under pressure. Tree is broken. The rainy season. A child with future of tomorrow, a child who is scaffolded, a child who has innovation, a child who has creativity, thinking beyond. Politician as always will be given a privilege and they will be helped. But how to take the Hindustan ahead, how to make the Hindustan a Vishwaguru? Thinking beyond, taking risks. All is mentioned in NEP 2020. Reckless race. In action. Apply the real solution that we have learned in the classroom. People will help. Teamwork. You will be honored. You will be assisted. You are a leader of tomorrow. Even the senior citizens will have follow you, will support you. And the issue is resolved. The real problem solving skills. Not within the classroom, it is beyond the classroom. That's the designing of a curriculum, and that's the new trend. Others will behave like this. What is that futuristic schooling? What is its definition? What is the impact of AI, augmented reality, and virtual reality? What is that? It is all about removing the logical contradictions. It's all about logically sequencing the thought processes. It's all about rejecting so many things and modifying so many things by using critical thinking. It's all about thinking deep how that futuristic school will exist. It's all about thinking within that futuristic school needs to be inclusive and equitable. Inclusive and equitable. Opportunities for all. Learning for all. Everybody has access. Thinking around how the metaverse can help. It's not the internet. We have to think what we will do with the internet. Thinking beyond what is the blueprint of that futuristic schooling, which will create the future fit leaders of tomorrow, for whom the 15 trillion jobs are waiting by 2030. Are we scaffolding them by artificial intelligence? Are we training them for Internet of Things? Are we equipping them with X factor of reality? That is the main aspect. And how that model is hyper-personalized and adaptive learning, AI and MI-driven learning, experiential learning, Internet of Things, credentialing, mixed reality, all those things. To bring the change, we have to develop lots of model, and one of the global trend I'm going to discuss with you, that is a blended learning model, flipped classroom model. In short, because time is limited, what is that blended learning approach? Let us understand with focusing on this small video, internalizing this video, how that ancient days, that olden days when we were used to learn the knowledge, occupy the knowledge in the Gurukul Pranali, now it is transforming for 21st century skills and creating the futuristic schooling. What is that and how it is possible? And how we can use that thing to make our Hindustan a Vishwaguru. Blended approach towards learning. Flipping the curriculum, flipping the
Blended
thought
learning
process.
approach. So what do you mean by blended learning approach? Let us have a pre-understanding of what a blend is. In olden days, there were
Emerging global
teachers
trend.
or gurus who used to teach.
Gurus.
And the knowledge was passed on from generation to generation via the learned sages. We all went to school and college to get education from teachers. However, in modern days, technology has become a very big enabler in human learning. The fact that you are watching our video itself shows that you are learning not just from a teacher, but technology is making you this lesson available on demand.
But
A
the
lot of
technology
experts
is
came
not
and
the
said
teaching.
that technology will kill teachers, how
It's a myth.
Watson is killing lawyers in the US. When we see the school children in today's age, we find that not only that they have a smart board in their classroom, they have not one but two class teachers. So what does it indicate? It indicates that in a generation which is even beyond millennials, there would be a blended learning existing. That means the teacher and technology will coexist.
That is
At
a blending.
Contetra, we have a very beautiful blended learning track which we have created, which incorporates and imbibes teacher and technology beautifully to deliver enhanced learning experience.
We used to say that Bloom's taxonomy, but yes, Bloom's taxonomy is possible with artificial intelligence. It is already modified by Dr. Lauren Anderson, who is one of the student or the research scholar of Dr. Bloom. Days were gone when we are only remembering and understanding. Now we have to apply, analyze, evaluate, and create. In this blending model, before the classroom, what a learner has to do and what a teacher has to do. The remembering and understanding aspect should have been done before the classroom itself. And for that, technology is a good enabler. During the classroom, what should happen? Apply, analyze, Apply whatever you have learned in the real life situation. Apply by discussing, apply by projects, apply by taking action, apply by having dialogue. And after the classroom, evaluate yourself, self-assessment, and create something new. Learn by your mistakes and create something new. That's the new model. That's the new Bloom's taxonomy model, along with blending aspect. The blending is nothing. It is human touch and the technological touch. Technology and teachers, when coexist together, that learning is called a blended learning. Flipping and the blending. At home, what the teacher should do, what the student should do. And at school, what will be the role of a teacher and what will be the role of a student. And this model, trust me, if we are following, will scaffold the students and make them future fit. Will scaffold the teaching learning process and make the schools a thinking schools. Make the classrooms a learning hubs, a learning center. Again, in detail, out of the classroom and inside the classroom, what has to be done, how it has to be done. Try to understand with this infographics. Students get accumulated with the new concept and terminology via digital media. Students explore new concept and students continue checking for understanding of the concept through higher order application and evaluation. That is nothing but learning as assessment, or assessment as learning and assessment in learning. Days were gone when we are talking about assessment of learning and assessment for learning. Again, the same, what we used to follow the Bloom's model in traditional way and now in the flipped way. In traditional way, teachers introduce the new material to the students, while now new material is introduced to the students outside the classroom as their homework. The definition of homework is changed. Homework is what? What the teacher is knowing, what the information teacher has within himself has to be provided well in advance. Whatever be the updated videos and PPTs and notes and worksheets are available on that particular topic has to be given well in advance. And then what the students will do and what the teachers will do. Student teachers work together during the school day on these levels of learning. What they will do? They will apply, they will analyze, they will evaluate, and they will create. In traditional day, students are responsible for homework in these levels of understanding. Now that has been flipped. Now it's working together. Now it's scaffolding. Now it's hand in hand. Now it's group discussion. Now it's presentation. Now it is project-based learning and research-based learning. For that, what are the technologies required? It is self-explanatory. Technology to be explored. Another global trend is design thinking, a new perspective to be futuristic. Design thinking, an opportunity for innovation to design in schools. What is that design thinking from local to global? I am very much impressed by the curriculum which is developed by the NIOS, and some aspects I have taken from that NIOS curriculum to show that how local to global this design thinking works. Design is nothing, assumption, rectification, elimination, synthesis, prioritization, approximation, and finally most appropriate one solution. Thinking. What is thinking? Planning, implementing, assessing, pre-planning, redoing, and finally freezing the one idea. So design thinking is nothing but finding most appropriate one idea, freeze it and forget it. What are the different components of design thinking? Empathizing, defining, ideating, prototyping, testing, and freezing the most appropriate solution for a problem. See the local level design thinking. The urinals were designed and made by the West bottles. See, this gentleman may be not graduate, maybe not an engineer, but he is isolating the different size of the potatoes and the onion by using a self-designed machine. That's the idea. That is design thinking. Picture speaks. See this gentleman, labor, freedom of labor, respect for labor, the way he designed machine, local to global, how he designed that thing. Think about, this is a live picture of a teacher from the classroom in the Pune when I was observing one of the class during my visit to India. Those days, teaching from house and making the students best available resources using a nominal phone. See the things which she is using. She is using mobile teaching, traditional blackboard aspect with the machine, blending it, transforming it, and the students were understanding wherever they are sitting. This is called blending, this is called flipping, and this is called design thinking. Think about this gentleman, India School Art faculty setting the camera for top view capture to do a live arts class during the online COVID-19 lockdown. Top view, nothing, using simple things. That is called design thinking. Resources are nothing, technologies are nothing, machines are nothing. Design thinking is important. The grade 1 student, the story everybody might have understood. The truck was going below the bridge and there was a problem, the truck could not go. A lot of engineers have come, a lot of most learned people have come, they have given different solutions. Make a hole in the bridge, remove this, remove that. The design thinker, the real thinker, the leaders of tomorrow, grade 1 child from Rajasthan, he came and said, nothing doing. Take out the air from the tires of that truck and the truck will pass. It's workout, design thinking. See the design thinking aspect. A common man, tummy is too much and he has to sleep nicely. How he has designed the device which makes him comfortable and which shows that with critical utilization of resources, you can ensure the comfort. That is local to global, and that is the key to make the country Vishwaguru. A teacher wanted to show the earth, the shape of the earth in a true sense using a small balloon. See this villager vendor, he does not have the sophisticated coffee machine, but he has the skill of making the coffee using the used cooker. See how that machine is designed. So design thinking is another global trend, and there is a lot of scope for the Indians, the youth, as we say that thing, our country is the country of the youth. They can change the world and they can become a Vishwaguru. What are the various components of the design thinking? Empathy, empathize the problem, then collaborate it, then inculcate the ideas from each and everyone. Take the ideas from all, whoever be giving the ideas. After that, apply it with creative way. Creativity, innovation, application, thought process, inclusion, all are the component of the design thinking. Then review it and revise it, customize it as per the need and requirement, and the problem is solved. Try to understand design thinking in depth. It is nothing but empathizes, reframing, ideating, prototyping, and testing. From problem phase to solution phase, no problem at all, only the solution. From design challenge to design solution. From design challenge to design solution. Picture speaks. Infograph speaks. design thinking group, various groups are there. These are the model available, which can be utilized for design, bringing the design thinking, changing the classroom, a thinking classroom. These are the various models. These are the various aspects. Another thing is 21st century skill, the new emerging trend which NEP is focusing on is the 21st century skill. It is not only the 4 C's, it is beyond that. Life skills, core subjects, learning and thinking skills, ICT literacy. What are those? Learning skills, literary skills, life skills, 4C, IMT, flips. See that. What are the literary skills? Information, media, technology. What are the learning skills? Critical thinking, creativity, collaboration. What are the life skills? Flexibility, leadership, that sort of leadership. That student, remember that student, how he has solved that problem. Initiative, taken the new initiative, productivity, social skills. What are the 4 C's? What is IMT? Information literacy, media literacy, and technological literacy. Flips, flexibility and adaptation, leadership and responsibility, initiative and self-direction, productivity and accountability, social and cross-cultural interaction. A picture given by CBSE. What is actually the 21st century skill? Try to understand with this small video how that 21st century learner understand what the 21st century skills are. Z generation learner. If you have to be super talented, post-millennial, welcome to 21st century skills. What is that? Are you achievement oriented, success striving for success, confident? Do you want to work-life balance? Here is a list of 21st century skills. To be a shining star, Asian star, increase your basic skill, language, logic, economics, mathematics, science. One curriculum, holistic curriculum. Upgrade your literacy, your digital tool, your technological aspects. Change the way you think with creative thinking skills. Questioning, investigating. Imagine, innovate. Expand your collaboration by communication. Listen, engage, simplify, adopt, trust, decide. Curiosity, civic sense, civic literacy, tolerance, social and cultural awareness. These are the skills. Make you a superstar success. Come and join. A pictorial storytelling is another emerging trend. Focus on this story. The only bird available in the world is eagle, which is flying high. And the only bird which is fetching the eagle is crow. The crow, there are many crows and many eagles. Now it's a question of your thought process. Find out whether you are a crow or you are an eagle. The crow sits on the neck and bites the neck of an eagle. In our daily life also this happened. If you are expanding yourself, if you are going beyond, there are many crows will sit on your neck and they will bite you. What should be your reflection? That thing applies in the teaching fraternity also. The eagle does not respond, nor does it fight with that crow. Because if you waste your time in fighting and responding, things will not happen. It does not waste any time or effort on that. It just opens its wing. Opening your wing in the new environment, that is a global trend. And begins to climb up the highest place in the sky. You fly high in such a manner that even sky is not the limit, sky is just beginning. Higher the flight, harder is for the crow to breathe, and then the crow falls due to the lack of oxygen. So if you goes high and high and high, all those crows, all those hurdles will resolve, will fall down, will finish, will diminish. Stop wasting time with crows. Just take them to your heights and they will disappear on their own. So pictorial storytelling, one paragraph tells you a lot, isn't it? But everyone is not an eagle and everyone is not a crow. But there are many eagles and many crows. Even if you are a crow, no problem. But what type of crow you want to be or what type of eagle you want to be, that is the thing. That is the aspect. At least you should be if at all you are a crow, you should be a modern crow. Remember that story, a thrusty crow, traditional crow, how that blending and flipping should happen, how that futuristic aspect should happen. Instead of throwing one stone and wasting your time, use a proper resource in the form of a shown. Picture is showing that thing. And drink the water, satisfy your trust, satisfy your trust, satisfy your inherent talent. It saves a lot of extra effort. Another emerging global trend is data. Data-driven educator. Be a data-driven educator. Sorting. Data is available everywhere. What you have to do? Sort out the data, arrange the data as per the frequency, as per the size, as per the nature. Present this data, arrange this data, rearrange this data, present this data visually. It means you have to analyze it. And after analyzing, you have to drive the proper outcomes. That is nothing but the fruitful data or fruitful feedback or fruitful criticism, identify that thing and then make a story from that, a new beginning, a new building, a new vision, a new house. Again, it's a pictorial representation, but the thought process is that sort out the valuable data from the garbage of data. Nowadays, we are dumping our classrooms with the data under the name of data-driven schooling. Nothing doing. That garbages should be thrown out. Arrange it properly, present it properly, get the feedback from that, do the proper analysis, check whether it is authentic, whether it is reliable, whether it is applicable, and then make a new story. Practices versus inaction. If you practice your potential daily, learning outcome will be there. How competent you are, whatever be potential if you are having, but if you are not in action, no result. See this infographics. Break down your goals into small steps. See these two pictures. Breaking down your goals, you will reach to the destination. And if you are seeing only the big picture, again, seeing the big picture and reaching to the big picture is different. Stepping down or converting the big picture into the small steps and then achieve the big picture. But what we are doing, we are only dreaming the big picture and it's become a problem for us. Success Funda is another global trend which will make our country a Vishwaguru, which will make our students a futuristic student. What is that Funda? Patience, hard work, focus, optimism, consistency, and overnight success. Patience, how it works? Sabka time aata hai. You see that picture. Your time will come, and when your time will come, bridge the gap and achieve that diamond. If you have to achieve the diamond, you have to wait patiently, wait for your turn, wait for your time, think how you are going to utilize it, and finally bridge that gap and reach to the destination of diamond. Continuous improvement is better than delayed perfection. Delayed perfection does not give you the outcome. What gives you the outcome? Continuous improvement, continuous training sessions, continuous CPDs, continuous scaffolding. thanks to Educatio and Ed India, that they are continuing their thought process to finding out the stars of the Asia and rewarding them because they will keep on continuing their improvement. STEP is the solution. Say the problem without blaming anyone. It means blame yourself if you are not able to find out the problem. Think of the solution safe and respectfully, explore the consequences, pick up the best solution and go ahead. But in that process, wow, in that process, sometimes you have to step back. Stepping back is also gives the victory. It's not always winning the game. It's not always going ahead. It's not always shining always. It's not always like that. Sometimes stepping back gives the victory, the learning outcome of tug of war. See that picture. The power of stepping away from the negativity. If you have to save yourself and your bright future, sometimes you have to step away from those distractors, those draggers, those people who are creating the negativity. There are many, which is coming in the path of your hope. What you have to do, the picture is self-explanatory. In the path of your dream, there are many people who try to disconnect you from your dreams, try to disconnect you from your aim. But do whatever be in your control. The things which is not in your control, why to waste the time? Understand that story of eagle and crow. Out of your control, the past. Past is past. The future is also not in your control. The action of others is not in your control. The opinions of others, forget about it. What other people think about you, forget about things. What is in your control? Your boundaries, your thought and action, your setting of goals. What I can give to enhance my energy, how I speak to myself. Speaking yourself makes your vision visible. Makes your vision visible. Wow. How I handle the challenges. That is important. And it's a global trend. Yeah, 2 months before we hosted Madam Kiran Bedi, the first IPS lady officer of India. Everybody knows about Kiran Bedi. A video from her. She has addressed the 4,000 students of our 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. I'm heading a school which has got 10,200 students, Sharjah Indian School, one of the biggest and the oldest school of UAE. I was very impressed by this video. How to achieve the success and what are the hurdles in the path of success. And if you have to be a star of Asia, you have to understand this video. This video is not mine. This is given by Honorable Dr. Kiran Bedi. I'm very impressed. It is very close to my heart. I wanted to show you all how you should be successful. And I wanted to end my presentation with this video. Sorry for taking long time, but yes, it is important. Understand, this is the performer, teacher, edu leader who knows where to go and how to go and what to do. He or she takes responsibility, take the risk, go away, go ahead, trying the level best. There are people, this is highly effective doer. They will do, they will improve, they will learn. They will go along with you with correct guidance and support. In the journey of success, there are some people like this. Wow. They show that they are doing everything, but they are a less doer. They wanted to do, but their contribution does not make any difference. But they pretend that they are doing everything. Such type of people are also there. This person is of the potential trouble source, PTS. He goes ups and down, but hurdle in the path of your success. Potential trouble source. These are the dangerous people. This is the suppressive person, SP. C. He is troublesome from himself and for others also. These troublesome people are undetected always. It's difficult to detect them. For that, what to do? See how dangerous they are. What to do for that? Find out the researches, new researches. Find out their ways, study them, then decide, design thinking, throw them out, step behind, keep away from them, learn how to preciously differentiate between good worker and bad worker. But with that process, things improve, struggle gets minimized, and you start working. This is also a global trend of the successful life. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's from my side. At the last, I wanted to say that thing, one or two lines, which is very close to my heart. कि वो खुद ही जान जाते हैं ऊंचाई आसमानों की, वो खुद ही जान जाते हैं ऊंचाई आसमानों की, परिंदों को नहीं दी जाती तालीम उड़ानों की, परिंदों को नहीं दी जाती तालीम उड़ानों की. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. As usual, it's a pleasure listening to you, and we learn a lot from you. What I'm going to take back from your talk is the success funder. You patience, hard work, focus, optimism, consistency, overnight success. That basically means you're patient enough, you'll eventually get there. And today, what we cannot survive with, as you rightly said, classroom learning as well as online learning. It basically, the term you gave was blended learning. Both are as integral to education as each one of them individually. So therefore, thank you so much, sir, for giving us such a beautiful insight into education. This is a humble expression of appreciation from Educatio World. Thank you so much, sir, for being part of this lecture. And you're always a pleasure to listen to, sir. And thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. It's my pleasure too. And
Thank
sorry
you,
if I have taken some more time.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Okay. For the next part of our program, we are addressed by our special guest, Mr. Neeraj Mohan, Principal, Modern Sandeepani School, Punjab. He's an experienced principal with a demonstrated history of working in an education management industry. He's passionate about coaching, love, analytics, strong at strategic planning, organizational development, and team building, unmatched interpersonal skills. He has a strong education professional background with 3 masters, MBA, MCom, MA Economics. He holds an MPhil in management, BEd, and is pursuing a Doctor of Philosophy in Human Resource Management from Lovely Professional University. He believes that children are live idea machines. They need to be nourished and chiseled in a congenial environment. And 21st century kids are born with technology under their palms. Their energy needs to be harnessed constructively. One endeavor which he always is close to him is to create a happy and health promoting school where every child moves with the hope and walks out of the school full of life, character, skill, and competencies. He leaves no stone unturned for a harmonious development of a child. He believes that grooming for children is to be through exposure to theater, music, fine arts, general awareness, robotics, and so on and so forth. He's a CBSE resource person, recipient of the Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Award, the Dronacharya Award, the National Builders Award. He received a certificate of brilliance from Honorable HRD Minister, Mrs. Smriti Irani. He received a letter of gratitude from Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi and Chief Election Commissioner of India. He received the National Builders Award 2022, recipient of the Visionary Leader 2018, decorated with the Progressive National Builder Award 2018, and honored by Avantika Society as a dynamic principal, participated as a panelist for NDTV India News Channel, and the list goes on. A very warm welcome to you, sir. And now we'd like to listen to you. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for such an exaggerated introduction. I'm a very humble and simple person. I'm delighted to hear the great speakers, and really it is an honor to be part of the star-studded galaxy. So, daughters and sons of my motherland, wonderful evening to all of you. At the onset, I extend my heartiest felicitations and congratulations to Team Advocacy for organizing this wonderful event. The topic is very apt and is really pressing issue to be discussed. Dr. Pramod has already set the tone and he has made my job more easy. So I would love to start with a quote that जीवन में एक ऐसा बदलाव लाना है, जीवन में एक ऐसा बदलाव लाना है, बिना रुके ही आगे बढ़ते जाना है. So the only thing which is permanent on this planet is change. So change is a law of nature. Before I go in detail of the topic which I have been assigned, let me decode it. First, we need to understand what technology is, because I am supposed to talk about implementing of technology and blending it with the learning. So it is important for us to understand what actually technology is. Technology is application of scientific knowledge for achieving practical goals in a reproducible way. The word technology actually comes from the two words, that is Greek words techis and logos. Where techis, it is basically the skill, art, craft, or the way, or we can say a manner in which some knowledge can be gained. Whereas logos is an expression. It can be expression of words, it can be expression of ideas. So technology is a synthesis of two words, techis and logos. So the word technology, so it can also mean that the product which results from such efforts, including both tangible tools such as utensils, machines, and some intangible like softwares. Moving on, like, do you think that there is anyone on this globe who is not impacted by technology? Definitely, you all will say no. Let us now switch over to another concept, that is blended learning. Though Dr. Pramod, in an exclusive way and in a very comprehensive manner, he has already expressed and explained with the help of graphics, infographics, that what blended learning is. There is an old adage that necessity is the mother of invention. Corona was a blessing to teaching community as it has revolutionized the way classroom instructions were delivered. So candidly sharing, I never practiced blended learning before Corona or pre-pandemic. And I am sure we all are on the same page. None of us would have even experienced it. Yes, maybe in some advanced countries, they would be using some kind of blending in their classrooms, or at the max at the higher level of higher studies, you may say universities. Now, blended learning actually, it is a way where we combine web. It can be web enhanced, it can be a technology mediated instructions, or a mixed mode where face-to-face and some kind of technology is instilled or inculcated. So it's an approach in which education combines online education materials and opportunities for interaction online with physical place-based classroom. So blended learning is also, or popularly known as, hybrid learning. It's a method of teaching which integrates technology and digital media with the traditional instructions, giving students more flexibility to customize their learning plans. Even we can say that blended learning environment combines the benefits of in-person and online teaching, which all of us has exploited very nicely during the pandemic, and even now it has become a way of life in most of the schools. This technology infused learning helps enhance communication for teachers, for students and parents, society at a large. It can be both synchronously or asynchronously. In this fast-paced world, where the world has shrunk to a global village, everything under this sun is accessible to us on our tips, or you can say with all the gadgets and devices we have. So advent of technology, easy access and affordability of internet has made all this possible. Integration of technology with education is a very comprehensive term. Now, most of the administrators think that they have installed LEDs, projectors, smart classrooms. So they think that integration of technology has been done. I must say sorry, it's wrong perception. Just by installing your LEDs or smart TVs or this integrated, it's not an integration of technology at all. It is something else. Like when you integrate STEM, IoT, coding, artificial intelligence, machine learning, algorithms, robotics, PowerPoint presentations, along with the project-based studies in your mainstream classrooms or in your curriculum, then you can say that integration of technology in curriculum is done. So we as an administrator, as the content developers, need to have this idea very clear. Now, what are the advantages of having blended learning for teachers and as well as for students? Though we all are familiar, but still I would love to share my mind on this. Teaching becomes less expensive because it becomes easy to deliver, more affordable, and at the same time, it saves a lot of time when we talk about blended learning. And blended learning offers a lot of flexibility in the terms of availability. Even you can understand and appreciate well now at this point of time, we are using technology. So we are from different part of the globe and we are connected. Some of us may be busy with some multitasking also. While attending this lecture or while attending this conclave, they may be alongside doing some other thing. So that's an advantage of, you can say, technology we do have. Similarly, the blending can be done in the classrooms also. Access to the global resources is the best thing. Now, the world's best presentations, best content, best lectures are available with all of us. So which could be provided to the students. That is an advantage of a blended learning. Teachers in their main classroom can show the presentations, can show the world-class lectures of the best, eminent and veteran educators. Students have the ability to track their progress, self-pacing for slow, quick learners, and it reduces the stress level of the students, also increasing satisfaction. Students can also learn through variety of activities that they apply in different learning styles. It is said that we all believe that every child is unique. Everyone has his own learning style, learning pace. Now, in traditional and your earlier old education system, it was not possible. Wherever, due to blending of technology and blended classrooms, like even sir said about flipping the classroom, this advantage can be reaped. This benefit can be reaped. The students can learn at their own pace, the way they want, in their own manner, without any extra stress. E-learning could improve the quality of teaching and learning, because if I'm teaching any subjects, mathematics or any languages, I can add a lot of content and even I can upgrade and upskill myself from the several lectures, the content which is available online with us. Blended learning improves other factors of teaching, like more engaged students. Generally, we consider that in routine classrooms, in a conventional and traditional setup, students, they lose interest. It becomes very monotonous because one lecture, then another lecture, then third lecture. So it's not only about acquiring the knowledge or information. Even this 21st century kids, they have equivalent amount of information if it comes to, because they have access to internet, to Google Scholar, and all the apps. but it is important that how knowledge is being transmitted. So we have to create our classrooms very engaged, and that is one of the quality of a great teacher. So in this, blended learning comes as a helping hand. Better information, real-time information and feedback, team teaching, like a same class with a blended learning. Let us say that I'm delivering a lecture face-to-face in a physical setup to my students. At the same time, we can have a lecture from any foreign author, any foreign teacher. So that is how you can even blend and can use technology on the same topic. Even the integration with different, we can call it as pairing, interstate pairing, inter-country pairing is also possible with the help of technology. More leadership roles, focus on deeper learning. So these are some of the options. And one more thing, due to integration of technology, teachers have become smarter. They have now got, they have got a new platforms how they can supplement their income. Like earlier, there was a limitation of teaching after school. They could take a small size groups as a tuitions, but now whole world is their market. So if you excel in something as a teacher, it could be anything. Like previous speakers were saying, that it's not necessary about being excellence in academics. If I'm very good in music, good in language, foreign languages, so then whole world is my market. So teachers can increase their income, they can supplement their income by integrating technology. When it comes improved learning, these conditions have improved. Now, benefits what students can enjoy through blended learning. First, definitely it is that increased students' interest. Children love working with gadgets, with applications. So when they have this technology at their hand, they will definitely be more interested to do it. I am sure that you all will agree, if we will give a student any assignment, a task that you have to go and write something on a copy or on a notebook, he may not do that. But if the same time you have giving any PowerPoint presentation for a child, he will go home, he will do research, and if he's told, okay, you have to share the pictures, the images, go and create your video on something. So here comes the design thinking, which sir highlighted. So the child will become a problem solver. Is all the 21st century skills like creativity, critical thinking, then problem solving, lateral thinking will all be improved due to blending or integration of technology in the mainstream classrooms. It provides a lot of autonomy to the child. Autonomy in the sense, he can learn at his own pace, he can review, he can take as long as he want to finish his assignments. It gives the ownership, which is very, very important. About new education policies emphasizing not to incentivize the rote memorization or cramming. So if you want to discourage it and we want the child to own or be responsible, become the owner of his learning, then it is very important that we make a move forward and try to integrate our classrooms with technology. So they will become self-driven. They will have a motivation for learning. The best part is that instant and on-spot, or we can say real-time feedback could be provided to all the students with the help of integration and blended learning. It prepares students for future because we have to be tech savvy along with the masters in our concepts, which all these things are offered by blended learning. Definitely, they become researchers. They will try to explore more. They will try to ideate more. They will try to collaborate, and even they will work as a team to complete the group projects which are assigned to them. Their decision making will definitely improve. And of course, everything has its pros and cons. There are some pitfalls and challenges also. First is a digital divide. In subcontinent like India, still we have some states, we still have some villages, we still have some places where technology is a distant dream. And they need gadgets, they are really underprivileged. This is really a big challenge for a developing country like India. The expense of technology, then inadequate training because teachers need to be trained. So there are technical glitches. We need to adapt the content for blended learning, which sometimes decreases the motivation. So science is not to be blamed if human being is using nuclear weapons for raising war or destruction. Similarly, medicine cannot be ignored that it tastes bitter. So let's us adapt, evolve before we become dinosaurs and be the change agents. So I rest my voice with this, respecting the time limitation. Loka samastah sukhino bhavantu. Let the entire world be happy. So let us all be on a journey that is called learning and be lifelong learners. This is what we have to teach to our students so they can become the change agents, and this world should be a better and a happier place to live. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for a beautiful lecture. So what I liked about the presentation, what you're talking about was what students learn. You talked about challenges, you talked about the good things about using the audiovisual medium, using technology, using blended learning, revolutionizing classrooms. But what is going to ring in my mind is what the child learns. You said it in one line, which was to ideate, to research, to collaborate, and to make a decision. It's no longer just learning from the book. You're learning through a research basis. Technology has given us that. And for the first time, children are collaborating with each other, because now it's, as per NEP also, learning can no longer be just one side, but it has to be blended in its content. So thank you so much for presenting that fact, sir. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to use that line for my students, sir. And thank you so much. And that shows experience, a person who has actually seen it and done it. Thank you so much, sir. It was wonderful listening to you. So we'd like to honor you, sir, to dedicate your work for your for the gratitude for your invaluable insights towards education and for being a special guest during this program. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
I'm honored, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. And now for the very interesting part of the program, we now have the announcement of the Asia Star Rating Awards, and we'd like Dr. Alok to please present these awards to our deserving candidates. So are you there, sir? Alok, sir?
Yes, madam, I am here.
Yes, sir. So the first International Award of Honor for Lifetime Achievement for the Principal of the Year awarded to Anju Ajwani, ma'am, sir. So we would like, I think she is not here due to there's a technical glitch. There's heavy rainfall there and towards there.
No, ma'am, I'm
She's there, ma'am. Welcome,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Very congratulations to you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Heartiest
sir.
congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
The next International Award of Honor in Education World goes to Lifetime Achievement Award goes to Dr. Ishtiyaq Ahmed Sheikh, Principal, Impros International School, Telgaon, Pune, Maharashtra.
Good evening, ma'am.
Here's a certificate of appreciation.
Yes, congratulations to you also, sir.
And congratulations, sir. Sir, can we have Dr. Pramod sir's
Thank you. I'm
Yeah.
honored.
Sir, this is the International Award of Honor for Lifetime Achievement Award awarded to Dr. Pramod Mahajan, Director, Sharjah Indian School, Sharjah, UAE, sir.
Thank you.
Congratulations,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Pramod
Thank
ji,
you very
and
much.
I really appreciate and your good speech and
Thank you, sir.
versatile PPT also I have seen. Very good.
Thank you.
Nice
Sir.
to hear.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
The next International Award of Honor for Lifetime Achievement Award is awarded to Ms. Rania Lampau, Global Educator, STEM Instructor, Ministry of Education, Greece.
Great honor for me. Thank you
Oh.
very much.
Congratulations, and
Privilege.
we are really feel proud to sitting in India that you are also part of this award function. Thank you and congratulations to you.
Thank you very much.
The next International Award of Honor for Lifetime Achievement Award awarded to Dr. Mutmaina, University Al Syria, Mandar, Indonesia. Congratulations, ma'am.
Congratulations to you, madam. Also, good to see here.
Thank you so much. Yes, sir.
The next International Award of Honor for Lifetime Achievement Award goes to Lakshmi Hariharan, CEO and founder, Spectra Gen Vasant Kunj, Delhi. I think, ma'am, the next International Award of Honor for Lifetime Achievement awarded to Dr. Vijay Nagesh, Principal, Delhi World Public School, Orai. So are you there? I don't think he's there. The next International Award of Honor for Director of the Year 2023 awarded to Dr. Abhay Jadhav, Director, New Horizon Public School, Airoli, Navi Mumbai. Is she there, ma'am? I don't think she's there. The next International Award of Honor for Dynamic Director of the Year awarded to Dr. A. Jyotsna Rao, Principal, Academic Director, Child Psychology, Pallavi Primary School, New Hafizpet, Hyderabad. Is ma'am there? No, she's not there. The next International Award of Honor for Best Standalone PG College of
Live
the
on
Year.
Facebook and YouTube, ma'am. So maybe there they are.
Okay. Best Standalone PG College of the Year 2023 awarded to Vivekananda Dhani Degree and PG College, Mancherial. The next International Award of Honor for Best EduTech School of the Year 2023 is awarded to Modern Sandeepni School, Pathankot, Punjab. Dr. Sandeep is there. Sanjeev is here, sir. It's for Sandeepni School, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
there,
Congratulations.
representative of the school. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Congratulations, sir. And really, you are the role model of the education system.
Thank you, sir.
The next International Award of Honor for the India's Best Senior Secondary School awarded to Pallavi Model School, Mancherial, Telangana. The next International Award of Honor for Best Emerging Senior Secondary School of the Year 2023 is awarded to St. John's High School, Varasaguda, Secunderabad. The next International Award of Honor for Best Senior Secondary School of the Year 2023 city-wise awarded to Shresth the School, Jubilee Hills, Hyderabad. I don't think we have the representatives here. They did some technical problems there. The next International Award of Honor for Best Standalone Primary School of the Year 2023 awarded to Pallavi Primary School, New Hafizpet, Hyderabad. Congratulations. The next International Award of Honor for Best Infrastructure amongst Primary School awarded to Pallavi Kids, Pallavi Model School, Mancherial, Telangana. Congratulations. The next International Award of Honor for Dynamic Researcher of the Year 2023 awarded to Dimple Juneja, Research Scholar, Mohanlal Sukandia University, Udaipur. Ma'am is there. Dr. Alok, ma'am has come. She's there.
Oh, good. Arijana ma'am, congratulations to you, ma'am, and I wish you Mohanlal Sukandia University. It is good to see here.
Okay. The next, can we go to the next slide, ma'am? The next International Award of Honor for the Innovative Professor of the Year 2023 awarded to Professor Sudha Rani Singh, D.Litt Professor, HOD Hindi, SMP Government Girls PG College, Meerut. Congratulations, ma'am. Ma'am is there.
Thank you. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Since you are the Hindi professor, आपको बहुत बधाई.
आपको भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, sir. धन्यवाद, ma'am.
The next International Award of Honor for Dynamic Professor of the Year awarded to Professor Faisal Fayaz, Senior Lecturer, Superior University, Pakistan ISET Symposium Presenter 2022, Slanta, USA Judge, National Science and Engineering Fair, Pakistan. Congratulations to you, sir. The next International Award of Honor for Innovative Principal of the Year 2023 awarded to Mr. Neeraj Mohan Puri, Principal, Sandeepni School, Pathankot, Punjab. Congratulations,
Very
sir.
much, ma'am.
Congratulations, Professor Neeraj, and I heard your lecture, really brilliant. Your PPT was brilliant.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I'm honored.
The next International Award of Honor for Best Innovative Trainer of the Year 2023 awarded to Ms. Charu Khanna, Certified Master Trainer, Innovation Trainer and Corporate Consultant, Dubai, UAE. Ma'am is there, sir. Dr. Alok, ma'am is there. So,
Jana ma'am, and congratulations to you, and really I appreciate your good work.
Thank you very much, sir. Thanks a lot.
Congratulations, Charu ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. And your session was also very wonderful. I really enjoy hearing you.
Thank you,
Lots of
thank you.
inputs.
Thank you.
Pramod sir, you can do the honors. Sir, you can speak.
Yeah,
up
yeah.
for
The
me.
next international award of honor goes to a energetic, enthusiastic, and a versatile lady, none other than Dr. Shelly Malik, our
Thank you so
pathway for the youngsters and milestone for others.
Thank you
Dr.
so much.
Shelly Malik.
Thank you so much, sir. Alok sir,
Congratulations and wholehearted congratulations to you, Dr. Sally.
Thank
You are
you,
a
sir.
good, you are a good orator also.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. The next International Award of Honor for Teacher of the Year awarded to Bharti Vishis, Special Educator, St. Mary's School, Dwarka, New Delhi. Is ma'am there? No, she's not there. So we'll go on with the next award. The next International Award of Honor for Innovative Teacher of the Year awarded to Ken Ho Lee Liu, Mathematics Teacher, Math Sense, Hong Kong, China. Sir, he's not there at the moment, but congratulations. The next International Award of Honor for Best Emerging Teacher of the Year 2023 awarded to Ma'am Priya Lokuris, Teacher, Mascot Public School, Sagar. Dr. Alok, she's there.
Oh, see there. Okay, congratulations to you, madam.
Thank you. Thank you,
It is a
sir.
good, it is a real remarkable good honor for a teacher because you are a national builder.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much for the awards, and it has been a clap to all of those who have got those awards. And we now go on to the next part of our program, which is addressed by our special guest, Dr. Mutmaina from University of Al Azhar, Mandar, Indonesia. She's a highly accomplished assistant professor at the University's Al Azhar, Mandar in West Sulawesi, Indonesia. She has extensive experience as a lecturer, global speaker, international leader. Mutmaina ma'am has held numerous positions at a university, including chairman of the Indonesian Language Department, public relations officer, director of Women's Center Studies, deputy director of Quality Assurance Unit, and currently deputy director of the Language and Character Development Institute. Ma'am is an accomplished author, having written 43 national and international books published by esteemed publishers such as Springer, Emerald, Taylor, and Francis. 43 books is a huge number, ma'am. Wonderful. She serves as international board member of various scientific innovation research groups and is a member of the United Nations volunteer roster. She has won over 100 international awards, including Outstanding Professor, Outstanding Leadership, Best International Influencer, Best Emerging Professor of the Year, SDG Warrior, so on and so forth. She's an honorary doctorate degree from Lahey University and recipient of the Doctor of Excellence Award from the Philippines, a member of UN Volunteers roster, an outstanding scholar, with the SENA, the Indonesian Ministry of Education and Culture, score overall of 2052 and a H-index of 10. She's a strong believer in international collaboration. With an extensive experience and outstanding track record, she's open to international collaborations and teamwork. A very warm welcome to you, Madmaina ma'am.
Thank you so much. Good evening from Indonesia. Hi everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Namaste. I'm very happy to be here after a long time. Thank you so much to my dear sister, Dr. Farhan Khan, for having me and invite me here. Also to our beautiful moderator, Dr. Sally Malik. Happy to see you again, mostly 1 year. And I'm very happy to come back here with all of you in this forum, in this event organized by Edusesio. So thanks to all of the participants, to all of my friends, keynote speaker, guest speaker, all of you, I'm proud of you. You have a great presentation regarding the condition for today. We are in the digital era and supporting education. Yeah. Before I presenting my topic for today, I totally agree with all of you, the presenter, the keynote speaker before me, that have speak about the condition for today. And then our professor Prof. Pramod Mahajan that mentioned about we need to increase the student professional development and professional competence. Also from my dear sister Rania Lampau mentioned also about we need to support immobilized or mobile learning. And then I looking to Dr. Neeraj Mohan also presenting and speak about we need to change the way we are teaching right now, the way we are learning right now, because today we are in the digital era. And then the first speaker also mentioned to supporting us to revise and redesign our curriculum, because today everything changed. We need to support a student-centered learning approach, a learning center, and then we need to how to integrating on doing collaboration with the technology. But remember, the technology only the tools. So what kind of the skill we need to be training to our students for them to prepare them to be adapt with this new culture or a new habit. I know my time only 10 minutes to share a little bit my insight to you. Allow me to share my screen that I want to share to you what I am doing and also my research regarding to having solution for our condition today after COVID-19. Yeah, I think my profile have been introduced by our beautiful moderator. So this is a quote from Confucius that today's the student, they have the learning style, their characteristic in learning. This is different with us. They are only can focus with us in the classroom 15 minutes. So if you are manage your classroom with the teacher-centered learning approach, you are doing so many explanation in the classroom. not making them active in the classroom. It will be, you will doing this one, you rob them tomorrow. So to some of the solution that I wanna share to you based on my studies and my research along COVID-19 until right now about the innovation technology, our IT innovation in education based on the meta learning environment or meta learning approach. Before we are entering about the meta learning itself, that this is the 5 highlight issue that I know most of our speaker, our honor guests, and then our keynote that actually having representing this one by one. But today we are in the 5 industry revolution. We are having good collaboration between human and machine. Like we are practice in the classroom, we use artificial intelligence, or right now the phenomenon or the trend is ChatGPT, how this machine can help us. And then we are worried how could be, or it will be replaced. Everything we are human activities will be replaced by robot. This is the big question. But we believe that the robot, the virtual robot, this is related to the virtual reality or artificial intelligence. This is our virtual robot, that this will be just only the tool to help us to manage our time, to manage our material to be more fun, easy, and our learning and teaching process to be more practical, efficient, and effective. We just to believe that. So when we are wanted to doing collaboration with the machine or the robot or the technology, we can be also help our student, or we can be help our educator to improve or to increase the meta learning itself. So yeah, we believe, and we are totally agree with all of the speakers today, have awesome presentation and sharing their insight about the technology, about we are must changing the way we are teaching, changing the way we are learning right now, because everything right now change. So that's why to supporting the digital, that we know that most of educators, they are still having low competence, low skill, how to use, how to apply this technology, and how they are training their students regarding to use this technology in their learning and teaching process. Not only for that, but how can it be this technology also, we can be designing our activities in the classroom. We can designing our novelty, our new teaching model. We can design our teaching model by this situation. But of course, we need to be improve also the teacher about the meta learning, the computational thinking, or whatever the meaning of this meta learning, because this is the meta learning regarding to the metacognition or meta-comprehensive, or namely here, higher order thinking skill. The student, they are going to be digital, and also educator, we are as a teacher must going to be digital. So everything, the skill, we need to be support them. We need to be support to having them can be doing collaboration with the 21st century skill, or doing creativity and innovation. Because here right now, to support digital era, we must having our 21st century skill. 21st century skill, this is not about the learning skill itself, doing communication, they can be operate the computer, having compositional thinking, or having their meta comprehension, but also about literacy skill and then the life skill. This is for their future career, to having a good job, and then for their life for the next. So right now, because this is the new trend about the humanoid robot in the future of education, and also this is mobilize our learning and teaching process, like Dr. Rania explained about. Right now we mobilize, and everything we having in the smartphone, we cannot be learn, we cannot doing, we cannot be handle our activities, our classroom, whatever the condition, whatever, anytime and anywhere. But remember the one thing, we have to know what is the student want and the student need. So if you wanted to designing your material, this is the very important thing, how we can we are as educators connected between our material and the technology itself. Like right now, we having humanoid robot. We know we have robot right now, but to buy this humanoid robot, this is very expensive. But we have picture robot by using artificial intelligence. But we know, even we know all of this technology, but we don't have the skill how to connect them, this technology, into the right activity, the right action, the right activity. You will be lose your student attention. You'll be losing your student to engage their behavior, their emotional, their cultural. That education, this is not about the transfer knowledge itself. This is the holistic process, not about a student. We have new technology, we can be try in our classroom. I hope you having fun with this technology. No, not for that. We should have responsibility how we are training them, increase their character, their value, their attitude, their behavior, and the moral. So this is the example of my student where they are having chatting with their virtual robot. This is their virtual robot. Even they know they are robot, but they are still polite to giving the question, to doing the conversation with the machine. This is the one point we learn, give them having their attention to be polite, or their character or their behavior, even whatever who you are doing communication, you should be having your polite as a human, even you are doing interaction with the machine. You cannot see here my student conversation with the machine, with their friend robot. Even they know they are robot, they are not asking the vulgar or something, harassment or something like that with their robot friend. And also this robot also, I know they are having the program also to having their conversation with the human with the good manner. I hope also that you can find, maybe we can analyze some of the machine or the platform that you are having practice in your classroom. But in this application, we have more than 50 robot friends, but we only choose some of them because another robot, they are having a good manner to do the presentation, to do the conversation with our student. So that's why before we practice this technology or the application in our classroom, we must have to investigating before that. I know that there are 40 in this platform, in this application, they downloaded. There are 50 robot friend. They cannot be choose, but I just like only 5 that you cannot be having good conversation, like with Alice, with Brent. This is the 3 of the good robot that you cannot be doing conversation, because another one, they will talking to you, having sex or something like that. I think this is not good. So for ethical about this technology, this is very important. So that's why keep remind about the technology only the tool. The successful, this is the hand of the educator. So that's why the educator, you must increase your metacognitive, your meta learning, your computational thinking before you are practically this technology in your classroom. So this is the example of my classroom. When they are practiced by their robot friends, they are playing in the classroom, they are having fun, but also they are doing collaboration with their friends. They are making group, they are building their community, because this is support the 20% skill, how they are doing communication with their friends, they are building their teamwork, helping each other. This is related to their character, to having empathy, to having good emotion. And you know that the student in the classroom, they are unique. They have their skill. No stupid student in our classroom, I believe that. So that's why we are as educators, how we can be in boost their competence with the activities. We are designing their activity to support and to improve their competence, their skill, how they are doing collaboration, they are doing communication, they are having their problem solving, problem posing, creativity, innovation. I think this is a very important thing that we can do by using this technology. And we believe that technology can help also to increase the student 20% skill. But remember, this is based on you as educator, how you are designing your instructional teaching model, you designing your activities, and you can choose the right technology to support the student learning outcome in the classroom. So from Albert Einstein, to closing my statement today, education is not the learning of fact, but the training of the mind to think. So that's why this is our responsibility as educators. And also we believe that technology only tools. Thank you so much for having me and listening to me tonight. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Namaste.
Shelly ma'am, please unmute your mic.
You are on mute.
Thank you. I had unmuted because there was some. Thank you so much, ma'am, for those beautiful words. And what I find very true in your saying is technology is just a tool. It is how well we use it and how we use it. Now, you've talked about meta learning, which I found very interesting, which emphasizes the development of skills, uses a range of techniques, integration of technology. But what is important is the teacher. And that is what you've highlighted. You have to be ethically conscious about what you teach the children, and to see that, to some extent, also see how much have the children use that, how well you've used that education. And so ethics and education go hand in hand. And that is very, very important. Thank you so much for giving us an insight into education, and also talking about a much needed thing today, as to teach children how to use the internet properly and to use it in an ethical manner. Thank you so much, ma'am. And here is a token of gratitude from the world to express our gratitude towards your invaluable insight towards education. And thank you so much, ma'am. And with this, we now continue to the next part of our program, which is a video presentation
अगर जुनून हो सर पे तेरे और अंतर में हो विश्वास, फिर ठोकर और ठुकराने का होगा कहां तुम्हें एहसास। मकसद में सच्चाई है तो सीना ठोक के यही कहो, मकसद में सच्चाई है तो सीना ठोक के यही कहो, झुकना होगा दुनिया तुमको, विश्वास पे अपने खड़े रहो, अड़े रहो, अड़े रहो, अड़े रहो। दुनिया बदली है जिसने भी पहले उसको इनकार मिला, दुनिया बदली है जिसने भी पहले उसको इनकार मिला, अपमानों का हार मिला और तानों का उपहार मिला। हर श्वास में अब विश्वास भरो और लहरों के विपरीत बहो, हाथों में विजय मशाल लिए विश्वास पे अपने खड़े रहो, विश्वास पे अपने खड़े रहो, अड़े रहो, अड़े रहो, अड़े रहो। अपने सपने तुम स्वयं चुनो और बुन लो विश्वास की डोरी से, अपने सपने तुम स्वयं चुनो और बुन लो विश्वास की डोरी से। तुम विजय गर्जना के नायक, तुमको क्या करना लोरी से, तुम स्वयं सिद्ध इस जीवन के, उन्मुक्त गगन में उड़े चलो, आरंभ आज से नवयुग का, विश्वास पे अपने खड़े रहो, विश्वास पे अपने खड़े रहो, अड़े रहो।
कितना सच कहा है, विश्वास पे अपने अड़े रहो। Always believe in yourself. People who have thought separately, who thought differently, have always faced a lot of public criticism. But one's faith and belief in oneself can move mountains. A little thing, and actually a man did that in India by cutting through mountains, just to pave a way for everybody to move to the other side in an easy manner. It took him 20 years to do that, but he did it. So thank you so much for this beautiful video presentation. Next guest speaker for today is Dr. Seema Negi, who needs no introduction at all. She's a special guest for today, principal of Sanjeevani School, Mumbai, Sanjeevani World School, Mumbai. She comes from a lineage of Indian Air Force, a passionate educator. She's worked in reputed schools and now presently the principal of Sanjeevani World School, Mumbai. A visionary, her leadership has always been dynamic and passionate. She has prevailed in the field of education for more than 2 decades. As a team player, she has believed in transformational leadership, and with a great sense of pride, she empowers the team members on how to balance and maintain a technology-driven school with value-based education. She firmly believes she has a legacy to leave behind, legacy in the form of successful students who are an asset to society. Her future plans include educating the youth and guiding them on the right path. She wants to do all she can to support literacy and her fellow CC acquaintances who are trying to better the country. She's associated with many educational and social organizations. She has won awards galore, like the Best Academic Leader, Bharat Vidya Shiromani, Jewel of India, Shiksha Bharati, Nari Shakti, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam for Professional Excellence, Atulya Vidya Ratan Samman, the Swami Vivekananda Changemaker Award, Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan International Award of Honor. Her work is recognized by the World Book of Records UK, the Great Indian Books of Records, and Asian World Records. She has conducted 500 seminars in 18 months of pandemic and reached 1.5 lakh audience. A warm welcome to you, ma'am. And we will be hearing a recorded presentation of her speech. Can we have that, ma'am?
Good afternoon, good evening to all the beautiful people assembled here. Ladies and gentlemen, my fellow educators, today I would like to discuss the pedagogical challenges of the future classroom. Education, as we know, is one of the most important factors for the development of a society. With the advancement of technology and globalization, the future of education is changing rapidly, which brings new challenges to the classroom. So what I'm going to discuss with you is I'm going to provide you the outline of some of the pedagogical challenges that I have faced, and I have tried to overcome that so that the future classrooms are ready with the solutions of these challenges. So first, what we need to remember is we need to find out the most significant challenges in the future classroom. So that is, every child has a different learning ability and interest. Therefore, the traditional one-size-fits-all approach certainly is a big no. We need to empower our teachers so that they can tailor-made the concept and content for the individual needs, because inclusivity is what each one of us we are looking for. So teachers will need to adapt and adopt to the new strategies to personalize learning, such as using adaptive learning technologies, providing flexible learning pathways, and developing differentiated instructions. So second, what I would like to discuss is about the integration of technology into the classroom. This certainly is a big challenge, but thanks to pandemic, each one of us, we have empowered ourselves with technology. So technology has revolutionized the way we learn and the way we live in this world now, and education certainly is no exception. So teachers will need to integrate technology into their teaching learning practices to prepare students for the future workforce. However, it is essential to ensure that technology is used in a meaningful and mindful ways. We do not want to make our children the slaves of technology. Instead, we want them to be the creator, who will create a better world and who will master technology. So definitely what we need to do is we need to collaborate with technology so that technology can become a big support, a big enabler for our teachers, and definitely for the young learners also. Third, and something which is very important, is are we collaborating? Are we making the spaces wherein there is place for collaboration? As a teachers, we need to collaborate with different teachers. As students, we need to give them a lot of space to collaborate and develop essential skills like teamwork. Modern workplace demands collaboration, and the preparation starts from your classroom. So instill this very important skill of collaborating, provide them such kind of learning, such kind of goals wherein they can come together and collaborate for the better outcome. So what you can do is you can give them some strategies like working in group, peer tutoring, peer mentoring, and cooperative learning. Fourth, I think the increase of diversity in the classroom is what the future demands. So today's classrooms are more diverse. They need to be culturally competent to meet the need of all the students. They will need to create a welcoming workplace, where every child feels welcome when the child enters the classroom. So we need to respect diversity. We need to create the ecosystem where every child feels that he or she is a part of an equal society, and equality and equity both are catered. So teachers need to again adapt to new teaching strategies such as multicultural education, inclusive teaching practices, and differentiate.
I think ma'am's video
Start
stopped in the
from the
middle.
classroom.
Yeah.
So instill this very important skill of collaborating, provide them such kind of learning, such kind of goals wherein they can come together and collaborate for the better outcome. So what you can do is you can give them some strategies like working in group, peer tutoring, peer mentoring, and cooperative learning. Fourth, I think the increase of diversity in the classroom is what the future demands. So today's classrooms are more diverse. They need to be culturally competent to meet the need of all the students. They will need to create a welcoming workplace, where every child feels welcome when the child enters the classroom. So we need to respect diversity. We need to create the ecosystem where every child feels that he or she is a part of an equal society, and equality and equity both are catered. So teachers need to again adapt to new teaching strategies such as multicultural education, inclusive teaching practices, and differentiated instruction. So finally, the future classroom will need to prepare students for the challenges of the future. We all agree to that. And the future workforce will require skills such as critical thinking, problem solving, creativity, and innovations. So teachers will need to develop new teaching strategies that promote these skills. And I'm very sure that teachers can empower themselves, because at the end of the day, whether it's whiteboard, blackboard, or screen, it's the teachers who can create the magic by adapting and adopting to new methodologies like project-based learning, inquiry-based learning, problem-solving based learning, and lot of skills that can be incorporated with subjects like STEM subject, STEAM subject. So everything can be amalgamated together if we are willing to change our way of teaching, if we are willing to change the way we were teaching traditionally and implement all the modern technologies mindfully, so that we are preparing our children for the future which is very, very demanding, the future which is more inclusive and flexible. So my dear teachers, my dear educators, those who are getting felicitated today on this platform, those who are getting award, congratulations, you have come a long way. And thank you, Educatio, for arranging these kind of platform where teachers can be appreciated, their work can be acknowledged, and together we are making a beautiful and inclusive world for our teachers as well as for our students. So thank you so much, congratulations, and once again, thank you for inviting me. It was a pleasure to be there, a part of this event. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. This is a token of appreciation from Educatio World. And what a beautiful thing you have said, that we need to collaborate, we need to understand differential learning and teaching instructions, and we need to also have cooperative learning. Because at the end of the day today, we have such diverse classrooms that it is difficult to stick to one idea. So we need to understand that very well. And we need to be inclusive and flexible in our teaching. Very well said, ma'am. Thank you, and thank you so much for it. And now can we go to the next slide, please? And now for our next speaker, we have Anju Ajmani, ma'am. And she's our special guest for today, a global educator and international speaker and principal of Mascot Public School, Sagar. She always believes in giving to society as well as learning from it. I have seen many of the videos of the work she has done in her school, and videos talking about even dramas which are done, Nukkad Nataks which are done, which is so beautiful that it was always nice to see them. She is an enormous and forging profile in the education sector, has been teaching for 28 years, and she's been excellent in that. She always believes in 3 C's of life: choices, chances, and changes. And we must make choices, take a chance if we want anything to life to change, and the time is right to act now. She always says change is possible. We can, and she is also the milestone awardee and awarded the Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Award of 2020, a Transformational Leadership Award of 2022 for Best Dynamic Principal of the Year. Recently, she received the Sarvottam Bharatiya Shiksha Padak in 2022, and the awards going on. It is always a pleasure listening to you, ma'am. A very warm welcome to you.
Thank you, Sherry, ma'am. Good to see you after a long time.
Same here, ma'am. Same here, ma'am.
Okay. Good evening to one and all. And I start with a beautiful quote that is Susan Heathfield, who says, living your values is one of the most powerful tools available to you to help you be the person you want to be, accomplish your goals and dreams, and lead and influence others. So today my topic is stumbling blocks in value education. So when we have the powerful tools in us, we can help change ourselves to accomplish our goals and dreams in order to lead others also and influence others also, because they teach us how to value these values to make our life truly valuable with the help of value education. As you get to know the logic behind these values, practice these values, and to practice these values till they become a part of you. and naturally find expression in our behavior. Doing something as well as our ability permits and knowing that we have done our best is true success. Now, what are value habits? The biggest difference between habit and a value is habit tends to occur subconsciously, and a value by definition are conscious acts, thinking, speaking, and acting based on values are act of awareness. Habits are usually invisible. Now, the purpose of values is it is important because they help us to grow. We need to have values. They need to grow us and to develop also. They help us to create the future that we want to experience. Every individual and every organization is involved in making hundreds of decisions every day. Actually, the main goal of value education is to provide and promote value education at all levels of educational system for the development of human person committed to the building of a just and humane society and an independent and a democratic nation. Now, 3 types of values a student should explore. First is character, that is called as the universal values, because character every person, every individual has. Whether it is good, whether it is bad, to become a good human being, character is very necessary. Now, second is work values are values that help you to find what you want in a job and give you a job satisfaction. You need a job, and if you're not comfortable with the job, seeing the environment, then you can't have the job there. So you need to have a satisfaction whenever you have a work value. Now, the last is the personal values. Now, in personal values, we have tons of manners. We have the 3 pillars of etiquettes that I should say. The first is respect. When you meet a person, we respect the person. Secondly is consideration. When you respect a person, whether small, adult, old, or anyone, we take in consideration what the person needs. And the third pillar of etiquette is honesty. Honestly, you have to consider the person, whoever is in front of you, whether it is an adult or anyone. So respect, consideration, and honesty are the 3 pillars of etiquettes. That is the personal values a person should have. Now, value education, though it is presented to children as yet another subject in school curriculum, is quite different in its purpose and approach from the regular academic subjects. While the regular subjects are more oriented to knowledge, largely in the form of information. Only the subject can give you information, but value education is considered to be a other subject. On the other hand, value education is the knowledge with the main purpose of transformation. So when you have the values, a person is totally transformed if he wishes to change himself or herself. So it is the main purpose for transformation. To elaborate this idea further, while academic subjects like science or arts, fine arts do not make the improvement of one's character as a primary purpose, self-improvement and character molding form the foundation of value education. Unfortunately, nowadays, schools and colleges, education has come to be seen as a training, which will lead a person to learn only how to earn a living. Now, people or student or anyone goes for this education or anything just to earn a living. But value education focus on teaching young people on how to live a life with their values. In other words, the general orientation seems to be towards the standard of living. When you have values, when you have etiquettes, then you come to know about the standard of living. One of the practical benefits of value education is that it conveys to young people how much of life depends on the way we view things. When we are happy, the whole world seems to be beautiful. And when we are unhappy or worried, everything around seems to be gray and gloomy. Hence, it becomes essential to help the young people to correct or adjust the vision so as to lead successfully and happily. Practical tips on how to imbibe the positive values are given keeping in mind the age of the group addressed. Values are projected as a means of achieving important goals in life. Thus, when value education is linked with goal achievement, then it is conveyed as an added qualification in a young person's life. Now, there are different values. The school should promote value education through nurturing their students in their school. So some points are there. So first we take the perseverance. Actually, in this value, peer pressure makes it very difficult for teenagers to accept even a small failure graciously. Most often, a single negative result of an effort can make children of this age hesitant to attempt the same thing again. As the saying goes, once bitten, twice shy. It is attempted here through inspiring real life examples to convey to young people perseverance, even is treated as an isolated value, develops several other related values like willpower. When you have a determination, you reach the goal. When you have the willpower to do something, you do it. Tolerance and patience. You need to have a tolerance also because obstacles come on the way whenever you want to reach their goal. And patience also, which set into action many factors to help us reach our goal. Now, next we take respect for others. Respect for all forms of life is one of the pillars of Indian culture. It is because of this value that almost everything in our culture is regarded worthy of worship. When you respect someone, it is like when we respect a teacher, they are called as guru. So the child respect as a worship for his guru. So that is, culture is regarded worthy of worship, and also one of the reasons why ancient Indians were one of the most eco-friendly races of the world. Another point we take is about responsibilities. Responsibilities refers to the duty of having authority or control over something or someone. Responsibilities gives you accountable outcome according to the actions, what you do. Then national identity also is most important value the child should have. It's a person's identity or sense of belonging. It is the sense of nation as a cohesive whole, as representing by distinctive traditions, culture, and language. It also reflects how an individual chooses to classify themselves. Next, we can take as commitment. It is an act of committing an agreement or pledge to do, as it helps you to stick at your goal during the good times and also bad times when barriers get in their ways. So we need to have, whenever we have committed something, so we should take this also, have patience and tolerate whatever bad and good times come, like barriers in our life. We should take all these things patiently. The two factors contribute to commitment is importance and ability. If you have the ability, then you can do whatever you have committed in your life. Next comes diligence. It's a skill that can be learned. Fine traits of diligence are learn and adapt, be steady, be earnest, and energetic efforts to be put in. That means the value for diligence is determination to perform a task consciously. You have to determine yourself. You have to make your willpower strong. Then you have the empathy. Is another value. Is the capacity to understand or feel what another person is experiencing from within their frame of reference. That is a capacity to place oneself in another's position. It is also important because it also helps to understand how others are feeling, so we can respond appropriately to the others. In other words, it helps improve our capacity to communicate well with others. If you know others, what they are feeling, and when we ask, it is better. It is our capacity to understand others' feelings. Then we come to law abiding. Law abiding, you may have heard the phrase, an abiding faith. It means a faith that endures, abiding values. Faith can be one of those values, but so can trust, honesty, integrity, hardworking, and generosity, and so on. Now, value education covers various topics related to citizenship and ethics, equal opportunities, respect for environment, care for health, and critical and thinking, and many more. Lastly, I take this opportunity to end, but with few words. I end by putting up the best way to fire the interest of student and thereby increase their willingness to learn and step up their powers of understanding is to logically drive home to them how useful and vital such an education is for their present as well as for their future, because values are projected as a means of achieving important goals in life. So you need to have some values whenever you achieve the goal, whenever you want to reach the zenith of life, or when you want to achieve many things in their life. You have to make the change in yourself, make the change in your values, then only you can come up. So values are projected as a means of achieving important goals in life. And lastly, I feel privileged to crystallize all these values in today's topic, which may be an important message to everyone. Thank you. Thank you, Education World, for giving us this beautiful platform. At least we can send our messages and spread our messages to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And how rightly said that without value education is of no means. You're talking about respecting, talking about creating a trust, and that trust is communication. Remember, I mean, what I understand from your lecture is, unless and until if we trust teacher, we learn. And similarly, you trust teachers, trust them fully. It's like it's a two-way street. Both of you are learning from each other. It is learning from communicating, learning from each other, and learning through the value system in education. Because without that, education is of no value. Thank you so much, ma'am, for those beautiful words. And here is a special gratitude from our side. Can we have?
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. This is a gratitude from Education World for your beautiful speech and providing an insight towards education. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
And now for the next part of our program, we have once again, we have an address. Can you hear? Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
This is addressed by our special guest, Ms. Ujjayagiri Bodhisari Lion, founder and president of the Love Foundation, River State, Nigeria. Dr. Lion is an educator, a prolific writer, an inspirational speaker, certified life coach, and a talent management enthusiast. She is committed to mentoring young champions to create value-attract opportunities. She is an unrepentant optimist who believes that anything is possible for those who believe in themselves and intentionally focused to succeed. As an advocate of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, she uses her professional background to promote the achievement of SDGs. Using the LearnZone Foundation as a platform, she has been involved in free distribution of books and educational supplies in rural and low-income areas. She also promotes a positivity as a means to achieve well-being. She is the founder of the LearnZone Foundation and the principal driver of Readers Are Leaders campaign, as well as the Girl Hour project in Nigeria. She delivers value through her articles, books, teaching, coaching, and mentoring. A very warm welcome to you, ma'am. May we hear you, ma'am. Is ma'am there? Am I audible, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Is ma'am there? Is Dr. Lion there? She's there about 5 minutes ago. She's there.
No, she's not. Not online.
I don't think so. She's not there. So,
She's not there.
Fareen ma'am, can we go on with the next speaker and then when
Yes,
she
yes, ma'am, no
joins
problem.
and
No
we can
problem.
go back?
Yeah, ma'am, no problem.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. Now we have an address by our special guest, a special goodwill speech by global icon and special guest, Ambassador Smiley Mukta Ghoshal. She's a star icon and sustainable ambassador, Green Queen, jury member, Mrs. India Asia 2023. She's from USA, global iconic, outstanding influencer, highest achiever record holder. Ambassador Smiley Mukta is an Indo-American mission driver, a passionpreneur, a vision to dominate globe with her continuous efforts, serving mankind, born to shine with a multitude feathers in her cap. She has explored multi-dimensional fields to stand today as a global star icon. Ambassador Smiley Mukta ma'am lately was nominated for the Role Model Award from Nigeria because of her immense contribution globally, leadership for a leadership quality, for a humanitarian service, mentor, and above all, her mission to dominate globe, to inspire and empower millions to leave a legacy for a lifetime. She has risen to a highly acclaimed career as an integrity has been foundation for her success as a woman of substance, global icon, Green Queen, and global award winner. Over 500 accolades to acclaim to achieve more with no pause. She's a global philanthropist, a social activist, a humanitarian activist. With her continuous efforts in bringing nature back to our modern busy lifestyle and passion in protecting Mother Earth through environment, she's a plant biologist based in Dallas. She is self-driven, ambitious, enterprising, aggressive, focuses on a continuous mission to encourage people worldwide to go green and introducing natural products with a vision to create a sustainable, greener world. It is interesting to know that Ambassador Smiley Mukta is a world record holder. She's an SDG champion, an innovative wellness educator, international motivational speaker, transformational coach, certified trainer, mentor, a pageant trainer, personality groomer, soft skill, leadership trainer, women empowerment and usual leader, and founder of her own green beauty line, Natural Beauty. A very warm welcome to you, Smiley ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Is Smiley ma'am there?
Yes, ma'am.
I've just introduced Smiley ma'am to the, she's
Recording in progress.
Fareen ma'am is Smiley ma'am there, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
I can see her board, but she's not able to. I think I also saw Lion ma'am.
Yes, yes, I'm right here. Yes, I am.
I
I'm
think
here.
we can let her speak till ma'am joins us.
No problem.
Okay.
All
right, can I
just
go
made the
ahead?
introduction. I think there are double voices coming. Now, is it clearer now? There is a slight
Yes.
problem in the internet just now.
Yeah, it's much
Ma'am,
better.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. I had just introduced you, ma'am, but I
Yes,
will do
please.
that again. Dr. Lion Ujiagabe is an educator, a founder and president of the Learn Zone Foundation, River State, Nigeria. She's an educator, a prolific writer, inspirational speaker, certified life coach, and a talent management enthusiast. She's committed to mentoring young champions to create value attract opportunities. She's an unrepentant optimist who believes that anything is possible for those who believe in themselves and intentionally focuses to succeed. As an advocate for the UN Sustainable Goals Development Goals, she uses her professional background to promote the achievement of the SDGs. Using the LearnZone Foundation as a platform, she's been involved in free distribution of books and educational supplies in rural and low-income areas. She also promotes positivity as a means to achieve well-being. She's the founder of the LearnZone Foundation and principal driver of the Leaders campaign, as well as the Girl Path, our project in Nigeria. She delivers value through her articles, books, teaching, coaching, and mentoring. A very warm welcome to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you for doing a beautiful job, Dr. Shirley, and thanks to Educatio World as well as Ed India. I really appreciate this moment. It has been a very long day. I'm so sorry for the technology glitch. I was trying to switch devices as quickly as possible because my laptop kind of ran out of power. Nonetheless, I prepared beautiful slides on leadership to wrap it all up because everybody has said a whole lot about different aspects of education, AI, classroom management, to the flipped classroom, and all the speakers have done a very beautiful job. However, I just wanted to pinpoint something that could be a wrap for today's event. In as much as we have skills, we upskill, we're doing very well in bringing ideas into the classroom and the virtual part, vocational education as well as technological advancement. There's also a huge part role to be played by educational leadership. According to John Maxwell, he says, everything rises and falls on leadership. So as educators, whether you're a classroom teacher, whether you're a principal, as far as you play a role in the education space, as far as you're a stakeholder, we have a duty to perform so that whatever pedagogy we're going to use, whatever methodology, whatever sphere of understanding we use to drive our message, whatever lesson delivery we have, whatever kind of methods or lay down principles or strategies we've developed to be able to manage our pupils, our students, and the road of learning, if we do not have the skill of leadership, it will pose as a problem. In this current time and age where we have virtual platforms, we have technological advancement, we have AI and all of that, the role of leadership keeps evolving in the education sphere. And if you notice, there's more demand, there's more pressure. And one of the pressure is how to incorporate technology into your leadership style. So whatever platform you stand as an educator, you need to upskill your leadership. You need to know what your values are, what you're bringing to the table, what is your vision as a leader, what is your plan, what is your laid down principles, who are your people? Are you people-oriented or task-oriented? Are you result-oriented? Do you strike a balance in your team? How do you bring out the best in them? How do you manage yourself? How do you lead yourself first before you can lead others? All this is very important and plays a vital role in education. So whether the school has a good curriculum, has value system, has technology-driven methodology, if the leadership is lacking, then there's a huge loop to be filled. So my final words, not to take our time because my slides are not here and we've spent quite a long day. I'll just give this a wrap by saying that whatever level you are in education, you can lead from behind if you're a classroom teacher. You can lead from in front if you're a principal or the school leader. But what we have to do is for the new normal in education to have meaning, technology, vocational education, AI, robotics, humanoids, and all of that, leadership plays a vital role. And every one of us needs to pay the price of leadership. We need to circumvent, we need to check ourselves, we need to self-appraise. Are we the leaders that can take the children to the future that we want them to be? So it is our duty, it's a call to action for every one of us, every educator in this space, that we should do a self-appraisal and check our leadership acumen, if it's ready, available, and at its premium to be able to move to the next level in this 21st century, and then the curve in technology. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this moment. I really have learned a lot from all the speakers, and I hope I'll be able to learn my voice in a unique way. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was so beautifully said. You must first analyze your vision as a leader. To be able to teach somebody or to be able to get through somebody, it is very, very important to have a vision as a leader, whether you're people-oriented or result-oriented, and to lead by example. Because once you do it, others do follow. And that is so profoundly said. We need to change ourselves. We need to set ourselves so strong that we bring a change in education. Thank you so much, ma'am. Namaskar from India. Thank you so much. And it's been a pleasure listening to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
And here is a token of devotion to Educatio World.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. It is from Educatio World to express its humble gratitude for your speech and for your views. And I will always remember to set by example, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. And we would now have the next guest for today, that is Ambassador Smiley, ma'am. Ma'am, are you there?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So I just made an introduction. So, so ma'am, what I would like to say about you is, one thing about you, the very presence that you always come with a smiling face. You've always a great motivator for all of us. And we believe in the fact that every time you come, you bring in so much to our talks. And what I always take back from your lecture is that every time there is always a message towards peace and to love the country. Now, what I believe, ma'am, you have been an ambassador from USA, a global iconic and outstanding influencer, a highest achiever record holder. You have been an Indo-American mission passion pair, a vision to dominate globe with your continuous efforts serving mankind, born to shine with the multiple feathers in your cap, a global star icon, a person who is will always be a kind of mentor, and a person who believes in setting up examples. And it's always been nice, ma'am. You have risen to a highly acclaimed career you have been a woman of substance, global icon, green queen, global award winner, and over 500 accolades aim to achieve more than with no pause, a global philanthropist, a plant biologist based in USA, Dallas, an ex-corporate for 12 years, plugged in a childhood passion as a nature lover, following the green, a self-driven, ambitious, enterprising, aggressive, and to focus on continuous mission to encourage people worldwide to stand to inspire, to rise and shine through an inspirational journey in staying positive and believing in yourself. Ambassador Mukta ma'am has lately been nominated for the Role Model Award for the Nigeria because of her immense contribution globally for her leadership quality, humanitarian services, and mentorship, and above all, her mission to dominate globe to inspire and empower millions. It's interesting to know that Ambassador Smiley ma'am is a world record holder, sustainable ambassador, SDG champion, initiative wellness educator, international motivational speaker, transformational coach, certified trainer, a person who has always believed in making change in society through her talks, a person who has believed that bringing about change is always part of society. She has also been a jury member of the Miss and Mrs. India Asia 2023. A very warm welcome to you, ma'am.
Wow, thank you so very much. I think this introduction was not needed. I only believe that no matter, who you are is not important. It is important how you leave an imprint. So that is what, and I always feel so deeply lettered, to be on this platform, to meet, especially you, all the personalities here, and thanks to Farheen, of course. She always keeps me in her mind. You know what, today, I have been awake since yesterday. I'm having my online pageant, since morning and all from 10, Indian Standard Time, 10 a.m. till about 5, p.m. So I have not got any time to go back to sleep. So that being said, as you always, you've already portrayed me, that always bring things on the table. Enough have been talked about the education policies, the impacts, what the, methods, what we need to do, how we create a better classroom to be, build our nation builders, because we are showing the path. So having said that, my point of view is over there, that education doesn't mean right from the textbook. Education means that how we are being born, because we come to the world not with the manual. As we move ahead in life, our entire world surrounding us becomes our textbook. So my point here is that the world is changing. The teaching, the styles, everything, it's now a digital world. And in this materialistic world, we all are diving into deep and deeper into in the digital world. We are losing our mind of creativity, especially for the point where I'm talking about the young masterminds. They are losing their creativity in order to have that mindset. Why I'm telling? Because Smiley always comes and brings things on the table with the facts, because she is a straight shooter and a fact finder. Now, I would like to, share a little, story why I'm talking about this, why this is very important as an leadership quality is so important if we are standing as an edu leader, no matter what technology, what patterns, what style, what policy we have to look into ourselves, because we are upbringing all the young masterminds who are our nation builder. Now, coming back to that little story which I was about to bring on the table, is that lately, I am on different platforms and all. Lately I have, a client, who came to me that, I'm having severe problem with my kid because she has lost her concentration. She is in depression and so on and so forth. Now, cutting it short, because I am also, apart from what I do over here in States, I really volunteer for certain non-profit organization for child development, domestic violence, and so on and so forth. So counseling sessions and all. So I was counseling her, and then I wanted to understand that what is that led her to be complete, lost her mind. She is absolutely, not able to figure it out, and she has become a disturbing daughter. And then the only thing which I discovered from her, that her passion was not being drilled and drifted and being taken considerably by her parents. She wanted to be a journalist because she loves reading and writing and all those, but the peer pressure, the pressure from the parents and all made her, no, you have to, be an engineer and all. And she was being forced to do that. Under such circumstances, her mind, her state, and everything is just being a turmoil. So the lesson we learned is that, and now I'm counseling her apart from, the lot of, the medical, issues which she is covering. She is just one of the example out of many. She is one of the young mastermind, our nation builder, right? So my point here is that we ourselves, if we are parents, teachers, educators, no matter what, we stand as a role model. We have to give the space to our young mastermind that what they need to do, they have in mind. Let's not put an obstacle on their way. See, because this keeps on multiplying. Because of this certain, we say, digitization and massive technology, we are moving towards a phase that the world is under turmoil. We are having peace conference, we are having SDG goal, but we are, in multiple things. Think about the past. It was so good. We were highly educated. There was everything with stress. There was no stress. Everything being laid down so nicely. What's happening? Where are we going? Now, when we say, because we are a part of the world. The world doesn't need us, we need the world. Why can't we? It is a time to call for action. Let's step up and walk the talk. And this is what we can do as an edu leader. Have our potentiality to be, to create, to lead a role model, to educate ourselves before we turn out to be an educator. We have no right to point out anything unless we educate. Educate of self-learning, self-motivating. Are we doing that? No. There are a lot of methods which are following into the classroom nowadays. I am across the globe, in different platforms. Lately, I'm just, back from my India trip, where I was in different institutes and startup entrepreneur, internships and all these institutions and all. But the thing which I was missing from there, that the students are under a lot of peer pressure. Let them have that thing that, let them be free. Let them have something in the nature. And that is some of the things which are up, in my mind. And I am trying to bring those concepts that let's have holistic learning, sustainable learning, learn in nature, massive focus on earth science. Let's focus, bring all those, the values of our resources which are dying. Where is our education going? Why are we not pointing out those? Are we not focusing on those? Because we can start from our own, home where our kids are there. The education starts right from your childhood, from your own home. Yourself, why we have to go back to the text room and leave on the teachers and all those? No, we can turn ourselves to be the first educator, because that is the way the kid, the people in and around, they are learning and moving ahead in life. Having said that, I have, few things which I would, like to bring to every individual, that let's have conversational approach, leadership approach, more learning in nature, more sustainable methods as a sustainable living, more values towards what we value our resources, because those are diminishing, those are going out. Because if there is no water, no power, where is the earth going? We have nothing. No point in having such education where we are not able to control our own resources. We are not able to control our own Mother Earth. So my final point is here, that let's have some motivational as well as inspirational learning methods as well in the classroom, apart from this holistic approach, because that is a way we can train, we can keep inspiring and all. And for me, empowering and inspiring are the powerful tools of education. So let's educate, keep that process on. And as I said, that I'm on a mission to dominate the globe, inspiring and empowering millions across. And I stand as a role model to leave an imprint and to build a version of me, if not one, but at least many, but at least one in every platform. So let's step up. If any of you have any ideas, Smiley is just a call away. I'm always ready to ignite, to be a part, support, uplift. as standing as a global ambassador, because that's my responsibility to make a better living, sustainability with humanity. Thank you so very much, Farheen. Shelly, it has always been a beautiful platform. I know I can keep going on and on and on. As I say, women of sustenance never learn to pause.
Thank you so much, ma'am. What a motivating speech. And what is very crucial to understand today is that in the past, we never had tensions. We never actually had a tension. I mean, we studied so much, we even got scolded and beaten up and everything. And yet our parents, we believed in them. And there was no peer pressure. At the end of the day, it is us teachers and parents who have to motivate our students so that they don't feel that peer pressure. Thank you so much, ma'am, for this motivational talk. And here is a token of gratitude from Education World for your insights towards education. Thank you so much, ma'am. What a day it has been, starting from our chief guest, Dr. Alok, to Dr. Pramod, to Smiley ma'am, to Mutmaina ma'am, to Anju Ajmani ma'am, to, I hope I'm not missing out anybody, to Neeraj Mohan sir, to our special guest. We had Seema Negi ma'am, and we have Dr. Lyon. All of you have been wonderful speakers who have given us so much into the world of education, the virtual learning platform as it is, and value education with it. Thanks to each one of you. A namaskar from my side to Rania ma'am for how beautifully she spoke about the various concepts of education. Thank you so much to each one of you, and a big namaskar from India. And now we would all like to stand up for the national anthem.
Wait a minute, ma'am. This certificate is for Dr. Shelly, ma'am, for the phenomenal presentation for this Education Summit, Asian Education Summit. And one announcement I have to do, we are soon announcing our physical event in India, World Education Summit, and we'll update you soon. Hope you all will join there too. And we'll meet face to face. I love to meet you all there. And I think Rania ma'am is coming to India. We are planning on the same date.
I will meet you there,
August.
definitely. Looking forward.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Ma'am, please continue.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for this beautiful gratitude from Education World. It's always a pleasure. And now can you all stand up for the national anthem?
भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंग तव शुभ नाम जय तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल नायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय जय
Ma'am, we'll
Thank-
courier all the awards within 2 days. All are ready. All the mementos are ready. So within 2 days, we'll dispatch all the couriers in the different locations. Thank
It
you.
has
sir.
been a wonderful, wonderful experience. You know, that news which you gave it to me. Oh my God, I'm just returned back from, long India, trip. Oh, that's really, I'm looking forward to that.
Hope you'll pre-book your tickets.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
everyone.
Thank you. I'll
Thank
share
you.
you the link soon.
Okay. A very good night, Shabba Khair, and Shubh Ratri.
Thank you.
Thank you.